Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hi, I'm Kate Burness, and you're watching the Samwell B12 experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go. It's baseball time. We are back. It is the Toronto Blue Jays, the Cincinnati Reds, and we are so excited to be able to be back here with you. Family Week was amazing, and now we are getting to see ya. And ooh, we got connectivity issues already. Connectivity issues already. Popping and locking. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Hopefully everything is back up and going. And that was not what we want to see. That's what happens when you take a week off. All of a sudden, everything says, hey, yo, we're going to slow things down. But we are back, and it is the Blue Jays and the Reds, and we're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun this afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Toronto. Of course, the sun is shining and things are looking good, but the Blue Jays are not here. They're out in Cincy taking on the Reds. And we know the pitching has been a little bit iffy over the last little while. Cheeto Dude, what's going on? Rob, good to see ya. Oh man, Cheeto Dude, man, I want some Cheetos now. The Blue Jays pitching, it's been a little not good. We know what's been going on with the Hoff. It's been a little frightening. It has not been doing us the way we need to be doing it. Our bullpen has been letting down our starters, and hopefully things are now going to turn around and be for the better. Pitching is going to be a concern for these Blue Jays as we march down to October. The lineup for the Blue Jays today, it's going to be Springer leading it off with Barger, Guerrero Jr., Bassitt, Varsho, and good thing Varsho is okay. Took that shot off the hand the other day. He's going to be in there with Kirk. We got Lucas, Clement, and Jimenez, and it's going to be Bassitt on the mound for Toronto. For the Reds, it's going to be Friedel with Marty, De La Cruz, Hayes, Lux, Stewart, Hayes, Trevino, McLean, and going to the mound, it's going to be Greene. Those are your lineups for today. Of course, we're excited to see what Springer is going to do. Springer has been one of those hot bats that continues to go crazy. Hopeton, what's up? Welcome in. Smokey in Alberta. Oh, mega. Yikes. I hope everything's all right out there. Alexander, how's it going? Welcome in. But I can't wait for Rob. I can't wait for hockey. We've been going in. We've been trying to plan everything. We have a bunch of tentative dates. We've been scribbling chicken scratch. We've been trying to match up the hockey season versus the baseball season, preseason versus the stretch, what it's going to be. Plus, we've got hockey tournaments. We got exhibition games for the boys going on. So we're trying to balance it all and get the best schedule out. I've actually just put a schedule up on our website, the SamwellB12experience.com. We're going to start filling out some of the games and populating that schedule. So if you're ever looking to see what we are going to be doing and what our schedule is going to look like, that is certainly going to give you a little tidbit, a little bit of insight into what we're doing and where we are going. But there's going to be a lot to be updating, a lot to be going along. And it's going to take us some time to kind of get up to speed, as it always does at the beginning of hockey season. And of course, the Blue Jays making it interesting. We're going to see what they are going to do. Of course, the Argonauts, it's the Labor Day Classic today. The Argos and the Ticats. We're going to be keeping an eye on the score over there to see what they're doing. But the Argonauts, it's been sad. It's been a tough year for the Argos. So we decided, hey, we're going to come over. Well, we as a community decided we had a poll up in our community section, and everybody, I think it was like 73% said, hey, do the Blue Jays. We'll keep an eye on the Argos, but let's focus on the Jays. John B, what's going on? That's right. It was just announced probably about a half hour ago or so. Lauer is going to the pen. They're going to firm up their 5-man rotation. Lauer is going to be the odd man out, and he's going to go back to the bullpen. Now, is this the right move, the wrong move? Time will tell. But listen, he's been okay. He's been steady. I think what firms up this move even more is the way the Blue Jays relievers have been struggling. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. This kind of gives them a firm arm, somebody they can count on, someone they can rely on. So we're going to have to see, can he continue to deliver coming out of the pen? I actually like this move. I like this move a lot for the Blue Jays, and I think it will certainly help us where things are a little tense. Where things are a little tense, he'll be able to come in and be that difference maker. Savage was called up. Yeah, John, it's so interesting to see, when these moves are made, who they call up, who they don't call up, what changes they make. One of the things the Blue Jays have going for them right now is some crazy chemistry. These guys that love to be around each other, they love to play hard together. So I understand, making some adjustments, bringing guys in, taking guys out, certainly could impact that. But I'm not saying that came into that decision. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see what they would have done. Hey, Seth, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Reds. Go Reds. Reds are going to need to do a whole lot of going because, listen, they're not a horrendous team by any means. They're not the best in the National League Central Division. They're sitting in third spot, 69 wins, 68 losses, better than 500, but they're quite a ways back. For the Blue Jays, they are still sitting in that top spot. They're going for their 80th win of the season tonight. They're sitting at 79, 58 losses. Now, it's been a tough week. The last 5 games, they've only won 2. The Yankees and Red Sox starting to climb some ground. Remember, there was a point in time the Blue Jays were 5.5 games ahead. Now they're only 3 games ahead of the Yankees. We knew these two teams were going to pick it up. The Yankees have won 4 of their last 5. So we're going to have our eyes on a lot of games, a lot of standing watching over the next little while, scoreboard watching to see how things are going to play out. Your Dodgers are good. Yeah, Dodgers are real good. Dodgers are real good what they can do. And no doubt, we cannot take anything away from that squad. They are vicious. Hey, what's up? Green has a wicked fastball. The good thing when you have a wicked fastball coming in is we have some wicked fastball hitters. So we'll see how the Blue Jays can make do with that. Will they be able to get stuff going? I am super excited. And Shell Cards, thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate that. Thank you for hitting those, showing some love. Appreciate it. Now, everybody can show some love in different ways. You can send some gifts. You can drop some super chats, some PayPals. All of it is much appreciated. Of course, none of it is required. It is free to watch. It is free to hit that like button, free to hit that subscribe. Mama Bear, hit that follow. Mama Bear knows what's up. Thank you, Mama Bear. Welcome in. But hit those likes, hit those follows and subscribes. We appreciate you all so much as we are looking to continue to grow as we are hitting the fall. Can't believe it's fall already. Adam coming in with that follow. Thank you so much, Adam. Blue Jays or Reds chat? Blue Jays. But I can't believe it's September 1st. It's Labor Day. It's almost back to school, and it's the birthday month. So more to come on birthday celebrations. But man, I can't believe it's September. Any reason why the Argos did not sign running back Ouellette? He looked good last night. John, he's looked real good. The Argos have made some decisions, and I'm not going to pretend I know the answer. Could have been money, could have been term. Maybe it was his choice to walk away. Who knows? But there have been some players the Argos have let kind of walk away and let leave that I think were certainly impactful in the wrong way. Kadeem Carey, of course, another one that it did not return this year, and he was huge last year. You're at college this year. There you go. Seth, we wish you the best of luck in this year of college. Hope you crush it. Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, it is Labor Day. The Blue Jays 79-58 about to get going against the Reds. We got a team going for their 80th win versus a team looking for their 70th win. Who is going to get that milestone win today? And it is a gorgeous day, The shades are on. The sun is shining. For those of you that are down in the Toronto area, I hope you had a chance over the last week or so to hit up the CNE, Canadian National Exhibition. Enjoy the air show, some of the concerts they've had going on. It looked like a serious party. And of course, has anyone tried that 2-foot hot dog for $55? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Riders, Bombers making another run at glory. Yes, they are certainly going to be in the mix. And the CFL is going to get real interesting because The good thing with the CFL is all you got to do is make the playoffs and anything can happen. That is what we love. Get that guy. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Play ball, Alexander says. We're just finishing up some warm-up pitches, and then it's going to be game on. The Blue Jays going to crush it today. I've got this feeling. Now, we've been off for a week. We took some time for the family. We had a great time, but now we're back at it. We're going to be here today. We're going to be here tomorrow for game 2. And if the power stays on and everything stays good, we will probably be here Wednesday for game 3. Of course, then they start a series with the Yankees over the weekend. We're going to see how that one goes, as we have to dance around some practices and exhibition games and all of that. But we got lots of baseball coming up down the stretch. Now it's time to play ball. Springer steps in. Let's get going. McNally coming in just in time. First pitch, 111, and it's a ball. We are officially underway as Georgie steps in, takes that first pitch, high for a ball. Springer hitting right on the money at 300, 24 dingers. Can he make it 25? Swinging, he's going to pop this one up and behind, 1-1 to even the count. Now, you said it in the chat earlier, Hunter's got a vicious fastball. Greene can throw the ball. How are these bats going to fend them off? Here's the 1-1 inside, 2-1. Now, the other thing we're going to keep an eye on is the calls from the umpires. We know, we've seen the calls have kind of been over the last little while. Balls have been called strikes. Strikes have been called balls. And Springer's going to hit this one deep. It's going to drop in. There's a base hit for Georgie boy. Going to get us started 1 up, 1 on. Way to go, Blue Jays. Dodgers should beat the Phillies this year. I think so, Seth. I think so. They are a solid team, that Dodger squad. A real solid team. All right, here's Barger. We're going to take the first pitch down low. 1-0. Going to hang in. Barger has become, I've talked about it before, he's become one of my fan favorites. He's become a fan favorite amongst everybody. 1-0 to Barger. He does swing at a lot of pitches inside. Springer's going. Here's the throw. Safe. Georgie steals second. It's a highway robbery as Springer down the lane. His 16th stolen base of the year, and he's laughing at it. He thought he got a good jump. That throw was on the money. It was a good toss. A one-hopper in, and I think that one hop kind of took some of the momentum off the ball, but it's a stolen base for Springer. There we go. 2-0 count to Barger. This one is going to catch the corner. 2-1 now. Good hop there for Springer. Real good hop. You know he's feeling it when Georgie is stealing bases. Not that he can't, but he has got the feeling. This one catches the corner again. Strike 2. Barger laying off of it. Barger, now, like I said, he likes to swing at these pitches inside, and sometimes it's a little nauseating. You just like lay off of it, but let's see what he does here. It's a 2-2 count. Springer on second. This one is outside, but he swings at it right to second. It's caught, and diving back in, Springer not in time. It's a very unorthodox double play. Oh my goodness. Barger hits it right up to second. De La Cruz makes the catch and gets over to second to touch before Springer can get back. Oh my goodness, this one was poked. Springer was starting to go. He was way away. They both dive, and De La Cruz gets there first. A very unorthodox double play, but it's a catch and a tag. Great defense there by the Reds. Here's Vladdy going to swing at the first pitch, strike 1. Wow, that was interesting. Here's Springer, and my mind goes, Jerry. That's awesome. Wow, that was an absolute crazy play. Love to see that catch. Kalibo, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy, that was outstanding. Here's the 1-1 to Vladdy. All of a sudden, 2 outs. That one's going to be down in the dirt. I can't believe that just happened. A great start for the Blue Jays. Things looking mighty fine, and oh boy, did that turn around real quick. Joseph, hello there. Go Yankees. wants the Yankees to bring it up. Hello, Ken and Karen. Welcome in. This one outside to Vladdy. Going to bring the count to 3-1 now. 3-1 to big Vladdy Guerrero. Of course, he had that hammy injury about 2 weeks ago or so that made things seem very, very nervous for us. This is going to be popped. Vladdy, it's going to be charging in, and that's going to be caught. So the Blue Jays, just like that, are going to be out of it. Oh, man. Joseph, I am going for the Blue Jays. I want the Blue Jays all the way as we move to a little bit of a commercial break here. Man, Springer got things started, a nice hit. We thought things were looking good. We thought we were on a roll. Not to be the case. Coming up, it's going to be Friedel, Marti, and De La Cruz to get things going. No, Yanks. No, Yanks. Yankees are making it close. Yankees are making a comeback. They've had a nice little stretch. The Blue Jays going to have to figure out a better way of getting that going, because, man, those Yankees are scary. Those Yankees are very scary. So they need to get things in gear. Not the start the Blue Jays wanted, what we thought it was. Let's see what they can do in the field. Hopefully they can find a way of being solid. Pitching is what we're watching. Bassitt is getting the start here tonight. Bassitt is going to do a good job. You know what he's seeing the Rockies? No, seriously though, maybe check the golf courses. There you go, Rob. Oh man, you know, it's sad. We didn't get a chance to golf this year as much as we wanted. Actually, I don't think we golfed once this year. Very disappointing. But we've had lots going on. It's been a wild and crazy summer. I hope everybody's had a phenomenal summer this year. And again, it's back to school. So if you are going to school, whether it's grade school, high school, university, college, or maybe you're just going back to school to learn some new skills, we wish you all the best. And we hope that you crush it and have a wonderful experience. Bassitt in 28 games is 11-7. He's got a 4.14 ERA. He has been a decent pitcher. 8.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. We're going to see what kind of stuff he has to throw here. Of course, the dog days of summer are kind of behind us now as we move to that race for October. Only a couple of series left. First pitch from Bassitt. It's going to be low and outside. That's going to be a first ball. Hopefully that's not going to set the tone. hopefully that's not what we're going to be. A little down and outside all day today. Pitchers for the Blue Jays always seeming to have trouble hitting that strike zone, getting it over the plate. Here's the 1-0. This one is going to be high. Just misses the corner. Friedel has a 2.65 ERA leading off for the Reds. He manages to find the bag when he needs to. Let's see if he can keep this going here for the Reds. This is going to be up high. 3 straight pitches from Bassitt, and it's 3-0 the count. Yikes. That is not what we wanted to really see going on here. Come on, Friedel. Swing at one. Bassitt set this one straight over the plate. There's a strike one. Okay, we know we can find the plate. Let's see if he can settle himself down now. DMG in the house. What's up, Dallas? Welcome in. Hope that not the start we wanted to see. Not what we wanted to see at all. This one is going to miss outside. So Bassitt, first walk of the night, the afternoon. Gonna set him into first base. Yikes. First day of September, time's flying. Bring the burr. The sun is mean. It has been a hot summer, Rob. That's for sure. It has been a super hot summer. It's nice today. It's actually, temperature's quite nice. We've got the windows open, the breeze coming in. It's a beautiful day. Say it ain't so. I know, Dallas. It's wild. Here's the number 2. First pitch. In there for a strike to Marti. He's going to come in with a 290 average, only 12 homers and 42 RBIs, but a 290 in 67 games. That's all right. I didn't get enough beach days. Got to enjoy the beach while you can. Here's the 0-1. Catches a corner, doesn't get the call. That's going to even it up to 1-1. 1-1. Yikes. Last 20 games, Marty's 337 with 5 home runs. Had a heck of a run, a heck of a last 20 games. Marty getting set, the pitch way outside. Gonna bring it to 2-1. Come on, Bassitt. Settle it down a little bit. Settle it down. Hey, Camden, what's going on? Welcome in. JRS Sports. Dodgers flexing. Dodgers flexing. Dodgers are scary. But you know who else is scary? These Blue Jays. When their pitching is on point. When their pitching is on point. Here's 2-1 count. 1 on. This is going to be put into play. It's going to go foul. Even it up to 2-2. Lots of stories going around the sports world right now. One of the bigger stories has to do with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to talk about that very, very shortly. But it's always nice to see hockey back in the news. Florida, still Panthers, still celebrating with the Stanley Cup, taking it on the boats out on the ocean. Go Owen sound attack. Here you go, Thomas. Feel bad for Camden. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I mean, I kind of do, but not really. Not really. Here's the 2-2. Let's see. Inside. Full count. Bassitt is not kind of living up to expectations for us right now. You're making us a little nervous. The Blue Jays need to get this one going. They need Bassitt to start throwing strikes. 3-2. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Strike him out. There we go. First strikeout. He does not go. A little fake jump there and then backs it up. But a nice pitch. Got him swinging with the curve. That's what we do. That's what we do. First K of the afternoon here for Bassitt. Ooh. With the curve, his opponents are only hitting 157. This one down in the dirt. So I mentioned the news about Mitchie Martiner. He shouldn't have to go through no matter how poorly he... That's true, Camden. I agree with you there. Z from the 6, what's going on? Welcome in. So with the Leaf news, as De La Cruz is coming up, of course, you probably heard the story about Mitch Marner talking about his departure. Salvador, welcome in. This pitch outside, going to be 2-0 now. Mitch Marner saying, he has a higher personal security for him and his family. After their playoff performance, he was getting threats against him. And of course, somebody posting his physical address online. The 2-0, swing and a miss, strike one. Hey, Will, welcome in. And so Marner's saying, someone posted his address online. He was getting threats. He was feeling attacked and pressured. And I get it, right? Nobody wants to feel like that. Nobody wants to feel like that at all. But listen, in professional sports, it happens to everybody. It doesn't always get publicized. But William Nylander has received just as many threats, just as many keyboard warriors attacking William Nylander. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to De La Cruz. And William Nylander still feels comfortable enough to take the subway to and from the games. Heck, I won't even take the subway right now. So I get it. It sucks to feel unsafe, and playing in Toronto is very, very difficult. But every professional athlete in every sport feels that on the corner, no call, it's going to go to 3-2, another full count. So I feel bad for Marner in the sense he had to go through that, but he didn't handle it well, in my opinion. But yeah, he came clean and said that's one of the main reasons why he didn't want to be in Toronto was all of that stuff. However, I think he made the decision much earlier on before any of that stuff happened, to be honest. You love the MLB. There you go, Salvador. It's good stuff. When your team's winning, it is some good stuff. Z from the 6. I don't disagree. Swing and a miss. Got him on a low chaser. 2 down. Second strikeout for Bassitt. Surf Bomb, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Nice pitch from Bassitt. That was sweet. Just a reminder as you are coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like button for us, tap that screen. We appreciate it all so very much for hitting those likes. And if you're not following us, if you're not subscribed to us, kindly hit those buttons as well. We appreciate it as we are looking to move on up. Here comes Hayes with 2 outs, going to take the first pitch outside. Again, lots coming up in the very near future. We're going to be talking about it very soon. Game 7, he was screaming at everyone, but he didn't do it right. Z from the 6. It's like you got to lead from example. Lead by example. Something he did not do very well. Pitch outside. Kirk throws down the mask, going to chase the ball, but able to keep it in front of him. Runner does not advance. So it's going to go to 2-0 to Hayes. In other sports news, when does preseason start? Preseason looks like it's going to be September 21st. September 20th is technically the first preseason game, but September 21st is your first Leaf game as they're going to take on, I believe it's the Ottawa Senators at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. This pitch in there going to be hit towards short. Bo up, throws to second, gets the force in time, and the Blue Jays, a little bit of a rough start, but they find their way out of it. Coming up in the top of inning number 2, it's going to be Bo Bichette, Varsho, and Alejandro Kirk going to be the ones to get it done. Blue Jays, my favorite bird, other than the bald eagle, of course. Go Blue Jays. Rob, we were up north, and we were at this place for lunch, and we were waiting to get our ice cream, and we saw a beautiful, beautiful blue jay just hanging out by the tree right near us. It was awesome. Surf Bomb coming in, celebrating 19 months of membership. Another month. Go Devils. Go Devils. Surf Bomb, I hope for you so badly the Devils have a much better season. Here's hoping. Cheers for a healthy Jack Hughes and a Luke Hughes and all the Hugheses. May they have a healthy year. Big shout out to my friend over at Harvey's. We appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Harvey's a big, beautiful burger. Although the onion rings today, not so good. Not so good. But I appreciate that, Surf Bump. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our channel members and members across all of our platforms. We appreciate you so much for helping us out. Watching preseason always feel different. It does. It really, really, really does. But it's cool because you get to see a lot of the future of what is going to be. And of course, Toronto doesn't have a lot of open spots this year. So we're going to be watching the likes of Ben Danford, Easton Cowan. Are they going to have a chance to make this squad? Who's going to be in? Who's going to be out? Lots of unanswered questions for those Blue Jays, or for the Maple Leafs, that I'm excited to see. And of course, while we're watching what the Leafs are doing in the preseason, we'll be continuing to monitor these Blue Jays. The last game, the Blue Jays wrap up the regular season September 28th. Hey, Peter, what's going on? Oh, yes, Peter, love a good A&W Teen Burger. Love a good A&W Teen Burger. All right, let's get this back up and going. Bo knows. Bo is in here. He's going to take the first pitch outside. 99 miles an hour. Woo-wee. Could feel that wind from here. Bassitt is up over 300 at 306. This pitch down low. Does he hold back? They say no, he goes through, so he's going to take a strike. Not a lot of players this year with averages over 300. I think there's less than 10. So to have Bo Bichette up there is pretty special. Going to poke this one foul. Count's going to go to 1-2. Studious, what's going on? AL East is getting tight. It is. We knew, and the Blue Jays, by the way, have one of the hardest closing schedules. We'll talk about that later on. The Yankees and Red Sox, not as difficult. So it is going to be, and this one is going to sail high over the catcher's head, over the umpire's shoulder to the backstop. Nobody on, but that is a ball for sure. So we are going to look at the Blue Jays closeout schedule, and you'll see what I mean. It is tough. But yeah, the Jays have to get some pitching. We know their bats can bat. We know they can hit. But will the relief pitchers cost us? This one outside again, 3-2, full count here to Bo. I'm happy if they make the finals. Yeah, I'm with you. I'd be okay with that. Right, yes, this weekend series is going to be super important. Jays and the Yankees, as Bichette is going to attach this one deep, straightaway center field, off the wall. It's going to drop in. Bo is going for 2. He's going to be in there with a stand-up double. Bo Bichette, 104 miles an hour on that velocity. His 41st double of the season. He got all this. I mean, that was so close. A little gust of air in the right direction, and that could have been over the wall. Bo sends it all the way back. There's the yellow strip at the top. It hit just below that yellow strip. So nice shot there by Bo. Let's see if Varsho can keep this one going. He's going to poke this one into center field as well. This is going back. Center fielder on his horse to the track. That's going to drop. He was turned the wrong way. Bo is going to tag up. He's going to move to third. There you go. Varsho, even though it's an out, he does his job. He advances the runner. So we got one down. Bassitt moves to third. We are set. What's ironic is that Toronto's three big offseason acquisitions haven't been the ones performing. Hoffman, Scherzer, Santana. That's a great call, Studious. It's a great call. In fact, Hoffman has been, I would argue, a disappointment. I actually would kind of move him down. I wouldn't put him in close games anymore. He's just not reliable enough. Can't have that. Here comes Captain Clutch. Kirk hitting 296. Come on, Kirky, step right up, step right up. Oh, swing and a miss. Ooh, that was a big cut. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. We are doing great. Thank you, JDA. Hope you're doing well. Onyx in the house. Hit the like, Onyx says. Do it, do it, do it. Here comes Kirk. 0-1, one out. Bassitt on third. Kirk is going to swing at this one. They're trying to pitch him away, trying to keep the ball away. But Kirk is swinging at it. Of course, Kirk doesn't have that huge extension with his arms, doesn't have the huge reach, but he's a great, great catcher, both offensive and defensive. We love, love, love what Kirk can do. So thank you, Kirky. Kirk set up. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. Nice pitch. The framing kind of tricked up Kirk there. That pitch came right in and he wasn't set for it. Wow, that was nasty. Good setup there. Real good setup. I mean, just nothing you could do about that one. So here comes Lucas, 2 down. Don't have to worry about a deep fly ball to advance the runner. 101 miles an hour, and Lucas is going to swing through that one. Lion, I wish I can. Unfortunately, it's not free, and bad things would happen if I did that. Here's the 0-1 on the corner. Yikes, 0-2 to Lucas now. All of a sudden, Greene is finding that strike zone, and he's just blowing balls past them. Absolutely blowing balls past them. 100 miles an hour, 101 miles an hour. That is nutsy cuckoo. Come on, Lucas. 0-2, 2 outs. Still have a runner on third. Swings through it 100 miles an hour. Sit down. And the Blue Jays leave a runner on. Bassitt is stranded. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. Unreal. Coming up, it's going to be Lux, Stewart, and Hayes for the Reds, as they're going to look to get this one going on. Now, depending on where you are watching, we're all over the place. We got a couple of things, and let me actually, before I speak out of turn, let me do a little test here and make sure it's still working as expected. Hey, Hockey, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. And it is all right. If you're watching on the full stream, you are earning points, and you can see, just as I did in that particular chat, you can check your points by doing ! points. And then there's a bunch of redeems that you can do to bring various graphics up on screen. Let's actually check and see if those are going to work as well. And of course, those redemption graphics will show up everywhere. And let's see here. There it is. Boom. Get a little Blue Jay celebration up there. Perfect. All right. That's working. Excellent. 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 So you can check your points by doing ! points. And then there are a variety of fans. A lot of our regulars know what those commands are. So you can punch in those commands and bring up the graphics live on the horizontal stream. JDA. Yeah. I need to have them. I need to have them. Let's go Tie Cats, Mr. Mike. Welcome in. We're going to be keeping our eye on the Argos and Ticats Labor Day Classic. That one kicks off at about 2:30, 2:35 or so. So we are going to keep an eye on that score as well as we go. We did have a poll up on our community section, and the community voted in favor. About 73% say, Sam, we love the Argos, but we want to see the Blue Jays. We want to hear the Blue Jays. So that's where we are here today. All right, back at it. Time to get going. No score in today's game. Bottom of the second inning. Bassitt has been a little all over the place. First pitch is going to come in here a bit high. Len, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Gavin Lux hitting 274 on the season. Pitch catches the bottom of the strike zone. Nice pitch there. Strike one call. So we finally figured out how to get the bot on the right stream. This one outside gets the call. 0-2 or 1-2. Nice pitch there by Bassitt to Lukes. We'll take that one all day long. All day long. Bassitt settling himself down. Having a much better inning here. Set up the delivery down low. Hops this one in. It's still a thing. Absolutely, Rob. It's still a thing. And I should tell everybody, as we are now approaching hockey season, we are going to be resetting all of the points just before the regular season. Oh, this one is going to be hit hard. It's going into right center field. They're closing in it. That's going to drop down. Varsho going to turn. Send this one in. Lux is racing to second. He's in there with a stand-up double, much as Bassitt did in the top of the inning. Lux is in for his 24th double of the year. So we will probably reset all of the points for October 1st. So we'll remind you lots throughout the month of September, but October 1st, we're going to reset all the points. Alexandra, why won't the Blue Jays listen to me? So October 1st, point reset. Here comes Stewart. Stewart stepping up here. He's going to take the first pitch down low. He's the prospect just called up in AA, AAA this season, 180 games. He's hitting 309, so he's the top prospect for the Reds. Sal Stewart. Sounds like a mobster name. Stewart, swing and a miss. 1-1, and even up the count here. Let's go. Bassitt going to get out of this. No doubt at all. Len getting the heist going. Len, we haven't had a heist for a while. Pitch is going to be up high. 2-1 the count now. Stewart getting things organized. We will have to get some new Blue Jay redeems because some players have moved on. This one inside. Did he go around? They say no, he did not. Can he go to 3-1? 3-1 now. Stewart getting organized. Bassitt wants to keep this one over the plate. Does not want to walk him, although it wouldn't be so bad if he did because it would put that double play in action. Here's the 3-1. This is going to be poked. That's going to drop in. The runner's going to circle third. Here's the throw home. No, he doesn't. And did he go around? He did not. He ends up going back. So Sal Stewart picks up his first career Major League Baseball hit, and it almost scored a run. The runner, though, pulled up. Lukes did go back to third. Blue Jays came up with that ball quickly, and with the arms in the outfield, he made the decision to pull up and hang on. So runners on the corners, no outs. Oh, here's Lorraine from Mad TV. Stewart! Yikes. So runners on the corners here for the Reds. Reds are seeing red right now as they're seeing this ball real well. Bassitt delivers high. Going to go in the hole 1-0 to Hayes. So good job by the Blue Jays. They came up with that first hit. The The family of Stewart crying with excitement in the crowd. Love to see that. And Ernie Clement, when he brought that ball in, tossed it over to the Reds dugout, as that's a milestone ball. Good of him to recognize and send that ball in. That's good sportsmanship. Hayes hitting 239. He's got some speed. Not much of a hitter, though. Played in 128 games. This one catches a corner, 2-1. Nice pitch there by Bassitt. He's really flirting dangerously with those corners. Really flirting dangerously. But let's keep this one going. Bassitt about to deliver the 34th pitch in there for a strike. Right over the plate. Hayes doesn't even lift the bat. So 2-2, going to even it up. Of course, it would be real good if we could strike this guy out, put one out up on the board. Needs some help here. Stewart with the big lead. This one is going to be hit hard, going out way down into left field to the wall. They let it drop. Lucas couldn't get there in time. He's going to barehand it, throw this one in. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. The Cincinnati Reds put up 2 runs here on the Blue Jays as Hayes goes into second with a double. And wow, Stewart with his first hit gets his first run as he comes in. Good base running, and Brian Hayes with his 16th double of the year. It's a 2 RBI double as he hit this one way back into the gap. Lucas was running, but just could not get there in time. Flirting dangerously, you mean roaming the bar just before last call? You right, Rob? Exactly. Same thing. Same thing. So 2 runs score. Still no outs for the Reds here in the second inning. Jose Trevino coming up hitting 244. 4 homers, 20 RBIs, runner on second. A base hit, potentially scores another run with the speed out there. It's going to be a strike, 0-2. Of course, runner moves over to third, uncontested, so that's a stolen base. So now we got no outs, runner on third. Yikes. Trying to pick this one up. Taking a long look. Here's the pitch. This one going to be hit along the dirt. Grabbed up by Jimenez, over to Vladdy. 1 down. So 1 out, still runner on third. Wow, guys, thank you so much for hitting those subscribes and follows. Really, really appreciate it. You can see for those watching on the horizontal streams, we are so close to our next little milestone of getting a 28,500. Can hit that subscribe, make it happen. It's free if you're watching over on the Talk. We are closing in on 2,500 there, so hit those follows. We appreciate it so very, very much. 1-0 the count here to McLean. Not John McLean. It is Matt McLean. He's hitting 222 this year. This is going to be foul back, 1-1, going to even up the count. Coming in the chat, you'll find various links. One of them there you can take over to our Discord. Feel free to join our Discord, a place where we like to hang out, and sometimes we drop important announcements in there, give you some inside dirt. Of course, you can go to our website, samwellb12experience.com, for all of our social links, or check out our link tree. You'll also see in the chat. And this one is hit hard into left field. The catch is made, the runner coming in. Here's a hard throw, and they got him at the plate. Gun down from left field. What a cannon. And that's going to do it and get the Jays out of this one, only giving up 2. A great catch in from deep left field. Lucas drives this one home before the runner. Kirk, great job with the leg out, gets the tag applied, and the Blue Jays, thank goodness, get out of this one. But 2 runs are given up. They are in the hole as we go to the top of inning number 3 for Ernie Clement. Jimenez and Springer going to get this one done. With a petition, the Jays can still call me a savage if an injury for the playoffs. Yeah, John. And you know, injuries are prone to happen. This time of year, everybody's going hard. Everybody's going out there trying to make things happen. You never know. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you and to everybody. It's one of the holidays that we all can experience together wherever you're watching, whichever side of the border you're on. We all celebrate, and it's a chance to have some fun, have some barbecue, and get everybody ready to school. Although I know a lot of schools have already started south of the border, but up here, they all get going on Monday. Hey, Jose, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Jesse, were you at that crazy game where the last loony hot dog game where they sold over 90,000 hot dogs? I mean, come on, that is nasty. Nasty. How the 2 runs happened? Great ball by the Reds. Great ball by the Reds. Couple hits, double, stolen base, deep hit. Drives in a couple of runs. So good small ball by the Reds to score a couple. Now it's the Blue Jays to get it back. And if you're sitting there saying, did you just say that, Sam? 90,000 hot dogs? That is correct. I always like to go to the loony hot dog nights. There you go, Jesse. The Blue Jays sold, and we can assume all were consumed, over 90,000 hot dogs. My goodness. Just waiting for the Leafs to start, Jose. We're about a month away. Cannot wait. Actually, really 3 weeks for preseason. Here comes Ernie Clement. Going to take this pitch high. Ernie's got his average up to 275. He's been getting it done. David, what's going on? Welcome in on Labor's Day. Here's the pitch outside, 2-0. It's been a great day. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The windows are open. The nice breeze is coming in. And we're getting the boys ready for school. Or will be. Here's the 2-0. Catches it. Strike one. Nice pitch there. Greene, 30 pitches so far. So we're here top of the 3rd inning. Clement got that little waggle going. He's been feeling it late. He's had some big hits. 99 miles an hour, misses low, 3-1 to Ernie. Clement is one of those guys who frustrates me so much in the early part of this year, but he's been settling down. He's been playing well. This one, he hits it hard, but it's going to be a caught in left field. The outfield seats are pretty bare here in Cincinnati. Not a lot of fans sitting out there. But the ones that are there are certainly having a good time, enjoying the show. I hope you are as well. The Blue Jays going for their 80th win. Here's the pitch up high, 99 miles an hour, misses to Jimenez. Jimenez on his own bobblehead night hit a home run. He had a good game. You're right across the sea and no breeze. Oh no. This one outside, going to be 2-0. One of the things I tell you, Hope, that I absolutely love is when we were sitting by the lake and you had that nice breeze off the lake. It was awesome. Slater, what's going on? Welcome in. This one is going to be fouled back. Jimenez trying to fight through that one. Count goes to 2-1. Urisses, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Here's the pitch from Greene. This is going to be hit hard. Jimenez poking it in the center field, but right to the catcher. That's going to be an easy out. 2 outs now for the Blue Jays. We go back to the top of the order for Georgie Springer, who started this game with a poke. He had a nice single and then a stolen base. Hunter Greene up there on the list, fastest pitchers by a starter, 102.2. The fastest overall was Tariq Skubal, 102.6. 100 miles an hour in there for a strike, 102.6. That is nasty. That is fast. Springer bumps his average up 2 points to 302 with that base hit earlier. He's going to swing and a miss here. He's in the hole real quick. 0-2. Real. It's hard when you have somebody throwing 100 miles an hour. Baseball's hard enough as it is, but 100 miles an hour, that's crazy. And he's going to swing through this one, and he goes down. We're going to commercial break as we're moving to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Reds with a 2-0 lead. The Blue Jays are going to try and find their way through it. Let's do a little early scoreboard watching. The Nationals up 2-0 on the Marlins. 2-1 the Mets over the Tigers. One of the important games, Red Sox and Guardians, no score there. So we're going to be watching that one today. It is going to be a very important game. The Yankees have off today, but when we return tomorrow, we'll be keeping an eye on the Yankees and Astros. That's right, we will be back tomorrow for game 2 of the Reds and Blue Jays, and chances are high we'll be here for game 3 to close out this series. But hopefully the Blue Jays can find their bats and get things going. They started out well here today. They started out well, and things have kind of faded away, but they'll get it back. They will get this one back. Blue Jays know what's up. Dad knows how to search on Amazon, but hasn't. Dallas, that's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, I got to pick up a couple of stuff on Amazon. But we talked about it earlier. We've been making a little chicken scratch of our schedule for what's coming up, and we got lots of baseball, some hockey. We've been comparing the hockey schedule to the Blue Jays schedule, of course, to our hockey schedule with all the practices and tournaments and whatnot. So we got lots that we're balancing. We're trying to build out a great September schedule for you with lots of Blue Jay action. We'll get some Maple Leafs preseason game. We got the Leafs in Ottawa. We have the Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. We have potentially some Florida Panthers, some Edmonton Oilers. So lots on the go, and maybe even the Leaf rookie game, the preseason game between the prospects. We're going to see if we can bring that. Just waiting on more information. All right, here we go. Back at it. Blue Jays in the outfield. Trying to get this one going. Trying to shut them down. The Reds back to the top of their order for Friedel. He did walk in the first. Bassitt, though, ahead of him now 0-1. This pitch outside going to even that up. 1-1. 37 days until pre-Thanksgiving hockey. And of course, this is a crazy year. We got the Olympics coming up in February. That is going to be so much fun. I'm already amped up. I'm already looking forward to Olympic hockey. This one is going to be a check swing poked into the outfield on a check swing. Jimenez goes back into the outfield, and he's going to make that catch. 1 down. Marty is going to come back up here. He did strike out in the first. You better pencil that gold medal game in that, right, Dallas? Yeah, we're going to have to get things listed in. There's going to be lots of pencils going on the calendar this year, Dallas. Lots of pencils in on that calendar. And that's why I'm a little hesitant, to say rely firmly on our streaming schedule, because that schedule is going to change often. Vito, how's it going? Welcome in. Bassitt is so overrated, and the bats look dead. He's struggling today. He's had some good pitches. Bassitt is certainly struggling today. This one is going to be down low, 1-1. Can even up that count. Are you a giant eraser? Yeah, we did just put a new schedule up on the website. We are hoping that we will get that updated with all the games as we go. Sometimes it's a little hard to schedule a whole month in advance, but we certainly are going to try to make it a little easier. So if you guys want to know when to expect a stream, you can go over to the website and check out the schedule. 1-2 now to Marty. Bassitt is almost up to 50 pitches already. It's a lot of pitches. Let's go. Pitch clock is working its way down. Bassitt is set. Here's the delivery, swing, and a pop-up. That's going to be foul back. Send candles. Now, Aristides, do you prefer scented or non-scented? Have you actually seen, talking about candles, now everybody's selling the candles that have like the fake little flame with the light and you turn it on. They look so cool. Not the same as a real candle, but pretty darn close. This pitch misses down and outside. Going to bring it to 2-2 now. 2-2. Come on, Bassitt. This is not how we wanted things to go. Oh, candies. I thought it said candles. Swing and a miss. He got him. There you go. Sit down. Third strikeout for Bassitt. Scented pumpkin spice for October, pine for December. There you go. He said candies, and I read it as candles. Oh, that's funny. All right, Ursies, thank you for bailing me out on that one. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Here comes Dilla Cruz. 51st pitch. It's going to be put into play over to Vladdy. Tosses it to Bassitt. He's going to touch the bag. And just like that, they're going to get out of the inning. We're going to the top of the fourth inning. Barger, Guerrero, and Bassitt. All coming up. We're here 156. First pitch was at 111, so we're moving right along, about 40 minutes into this ball game, and really moving right along. The Reds with a 2-0 lead. Take them both. Oh my goodness. The Blue Jays, we talked about having a tough close to this season, about as tough as it gets. And, you know, this series could be one of their easiest. Well, no, they got one that's easier. Coming up on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be against the Yankees. They're going to get one day to relax. Then they go into a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series against the Astros. So back-to-back 2 difficult series. They got a little bit of relief the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Baltimore Orioles, and then starts a stretch against the Tampa Bay Rays, the Kansas City Royals, the Boston Red Sox, before finishing the season again against the Tampa Bay Rays. And we know the Blue Jays always seem to struggle against the Rays, and of course they got to face them twice. So they got the Yankees, the Astros, the Orioles, the Rays, the Royals, the Red Sox, and the Rays. So obviously the biggest 2 series are the Yankees and the Yankees and the Red Sox. Those are going to be huge for the Blue Jays to really get through and keep their lead at hand or extend it. Hey, Zoran, what's going on? Welcome in. No, we don't remember you. You're a stranger. We don't remember you. Here we go. Addison Barger coming up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. We are 11 subs away. 11 away. Here's Barger. He was 0 for 1 earlier today. Let's see if he could get something going. Can the Jays get some runs on the board? Swing and a miss. That pitch in the zone where he always misses. Barger needs to hit one. He does, Vito. Here's the 0-1, swings, and he's going to poke that one foul. He has, you know, Bassitt has this issue where he likes to swing at things outside and low. Barger's kind of the opposite. He likes that low and inside. Where's Jason? He's still at Sephora, Dallas. Dallas, that was hysterical. We were in the car and just reading those messages. It was so funny. Way outside. 1 and 2. Not going to get Barger to chase that one. Thank goodness. Greene out pitching his 45th pitch of this ball game, top of the 4th. Barger takes it up high, 2 and 2, can even it up. 100 miles an hour. Good job hanging on. Hanging on. I bet, Dallas. That was awesome. What timing. Down in the dirt, going to go to a full count now, 3 and 2. Good eye as Barger watching those balls go by. So let's see. Is he going to swing or is he going to take this pitch? 3-2, full count. Here's the delivery. He's going to foul that one off. And that was a good swing because it was on the outside of the plate, but it's kind of in that gray zone where sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't. So good eye to swing at that one. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome in. 10 more, 9 more to go. Here's the 3-2 again, and again, same spot. It's going to be poked foul again, 100 miles an hour. Great eye by Barger guarding that side of the plate. Usually that is not where he likes to swing. He's gone away a couple of times. Let's see if he comes inside. This one inside, swing and a miss, and he got him. Barger goes down. Greene's 4th strikeout of the year. Hayden, I'm going for the Blue Jays. Liking me some Blue Jays today. They are struggling, though. 2-0. Reds have the lead, and Barger good at bat, but we knew We knew he couldn't lay off that down low inside pitch. That brings up VGJ. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. takes the first pitch high for a strike. Top of the strike zone. You two, nice. Hopefully they can get the bats going. They got a few hits today. Whoa, again another wild pitch past the catcher to the backstop. They've had a couple of hits today, but just a couple. Bassitt, of course, and Springer with a stolen base, 2. This one outside. Vladdy holds off. 2-1 the count now. 30K. We all get free cookies. What kind of cookies? Animal cookies? I used to love animal cookies. Here's the pitch outside. Gonna go to 3-1. Assorted. Do you remember back in the day? I don't know if McDonald's still does it, but you used to be able to buy the McDonald's animal cookies. Those were so good, so addictive. 3-1, 1 out to Vladdy. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2, 99 miles an hour. With the power of Vladdy's swing and the speed of those balls, you make contact, and that's gonna sail over the wall. A lot of power going both ways. Here's the pitch. Vladdy going to chop this one down the first base line. Stewart is going to grab that. He's going to hop on over to first, touch the bag. 2 down for Toronto. Vladdy 0 for 2 here today. This was a tough pitch, and Vladdy, you could tell when he just swung down at that. He just came and chopped down, and it wasn't able to really get it going. Cherry and cherry dip. Interesting. You know, Vito, I mixed feelings on Vladdy. I mean, it's a great contract for him. His home runs are certainly down. I think his hits are up, though. I wouldn't say he's been a huge disappointment. Bo Bichette, 1 for 1 with that double in the second, brings him up to 307. Here's the pitch. 101, going to be outside. 2-0 the count. If Vladdy does the splits again, I'm taking away his Game Boy. That was crazy. I mean, that was some serious flexibility, whether he intended it or not. Here's the 2-0. Bo going to poke this one foul, goes to 2-1. Now, the problem with this speed, when you get into someone throwing 100, 101 miles an hour, it is very difficult to control that ball. Usually, you're just trying to make contact and put it in play. And right now, Blue Jays are just spraying them foul all over the place. 2-1 to Bichette. Here's the pitch. Swing. He's going to hit this one into right field. Another base hit for Bo. So Bo goes to 2 for 2. I believe, I'll have to check the statistic. Bo Bichette at one point in time was a leader when it came to hits. So I'll have to check that. So Bo on first, doing a nice job there. So first pitch into Varsho is going to be high. And he is. Bo Bichette, going into today's game, is currently your Major League Baseball hits leader with 173 hits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Varsho. Behind him is Trey Turner with 169. So Bichette has a little bit of a nice lead there. 173 hits. He's got 41 doubles. He's tied for the league lead in doubles, which is awesome. Here's the pitch to Varsho. Swing and a miss. 1-2. When it comes to triples, he's not up there. Corbin Carroll leads everyone with 16 triples on the year. Cal Raleigh, your home run leader, at 50. Shohei sitting in third with 45. Pitch is going to be up high. 2-2 is the count. Your RBI leader is Kyle Schwarber with 119. Juan Soto leads in walks with 112. Aaron Judge just behind him with 97. Your strikeout leader is James Wood with 183. Here's the pitch inside. Going to go to a full count. 3-2, 2 outs. You know, Bo is going to be running. JDA, I think it's a good pickup. Listen, they picked him up off waivers. He's a good utility guy, good to have around. Here's Greene. Bassitt leaves. This is going to be foul back, so Bassitt is going to have to go back. I jumped on the cookie thing because when I make the first comment on a video, I always ask, where's the cookie? That's awesome, Rob. Favorite player on the Blue Jays right now? I mean, I'm a big Barger fan. Barshow taking a look. Swing and a miss. Sit down. Strike him out. 5th strikeout of the day, and the Blue Jays leave another runner on base. 2-0 Reds as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. Oh, JDA, is that even a question? But yeah, it's pretty awesome to see Bo Bichette leading in hits and tied for doubles. And he's not leading in games, which is awesome to see. How about at-bats? He is tied for the lead in at-bats. So Bo Bichette and Trey Turner each with 564 at-bats. Now, I mentioned earlier there was under 10 guys with an average above 300 going into today's game. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 guys in the majors right now hitting over 300, which is crazy. Ever since Lorpafito was sent down, the hitting chemistry isn't quite right. Yeah, listen, Lorpafito, he did come up with some big hits. He did for sure. I don't think he's that piece that kind of changed things around. Listen, baseball, it's tough when you're playing every day, and it's all about being up and down. And the Jays were so high; they had so many ups, and it's just the ebbs and flows. Right now, they're kind of down a little bit. It'll turn around. It'll turn around for sure. Boss man, what's going on? I need this game to go over 6.5. That's going to be interesting to see if they can do. 51st multi-hit game for Bo, most in the league. Yeah, right. That is nuts. It is crazy. So we talked about the guys, the 7 gentlemen hitting over 300. Aaron Judge hitting 324. Jacob Wilson at 313. Bo Bichette at 307. Jeremy Pena at 305. George Springer at 301. We actually know he's a little bit higher. And Freddie Freeman and Trey Turner both right on the 300 marker. That's it. And a bunch of other guys close. Alejandro Kirk is pretty close to 300. Vladdy Guerrero, again, he's closing the gap to 300. But that's it. 7 guys hitting 300 or better in the major leagues, which is nuts. All right, back at it. Here we go. Blue Jays down 2-0, bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch in here to Hayes, called strike 1. We'll take it. We'll take that one, right? Nice pitch in there. Yeah, 51 multi-hit games for Bo Bichette. Wow. Considering he's what was his game? Let me go back to that stat. Games played. Bo Bichette has 135 games played. He's had 51 multi-hit games of 135. That's impressive. That's a pretty good percentage right there. 1-2, Bassitt now ahead of the count on Hayes, looking to sit him down and get this one going. Bassitt, not a great outing today. 55th pitch is going to be high. Did he go around? They say no, he did not. So 2-2 evens up the count. Bassitt has been one of those guys you can count on. He has been pretty consistent. But right now it is, the struggles are a real thing. This one is going to come in. Let me pull this up here for the Blue Jays in terms of their there it is. In terms of their pitching staff, I mean, Bassitt 11-7 coming in, but his ERA is not great. He had a 4.18 coming in. Swing and a miss. He's going to strike him out. Fourth strikeout here for Bassitt. So there we go. As we're talking about a not great ERA, he picks up his fourth strikeout of the afternoon. So there we go. Kevin Gausman is a 375 for the Jays. Barreros, who we're going to see, I believe, tomorrow, is a 395. So that's okay. Ball one call. Why isn't it showing me everybody? Why is it only showing me 3 guys here? There we go. 1-1. Going to even it up. Nice job there coming in. Why is Bo the only one who can get a hit? Cooper, feels that way right now, doesn't it? Certainly feels that way right now. But remember, the hitting was contagious. The Blue Jays their bats have really been working around. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Nice curveball on the outside. That was a tough pitch to lay off. It looked like it was hooking back inside. But that's a nice pitch. Great movement here. Whew. That was nasty. 1-2, 1 out. Let's go, Bassitt. Put Luke's away. This one inside, getting even up to 2-2. Not the pitch I thought he was going to come back with, but that's okay. And thanks everybody for being here and hanging out this afternoon for some Blue Jays baseball. We will be back here tomorrow. Here's a pitch, hit hard into center field, going back just about a foot in front of the track, and Varsho is going to haul that one in. 1 down. Nice little catch there. Yeah, Dallas, a ton of empty seats. A ton of empty seats. So coming up, we're going to be keeping our eye on the Labor Day Classic. The Argonauts, the Ticats. The Argos are 3-8, taking on the Ticats, who are 6-4. This one coming in, going to be poked foul. Stewart picked up his first major league hit his last time up at bat, and he scored in the second. He is 1 for 1, batting 1,000. Let's see if he can keep this one going. He's behind 0 for 1. The pitch in there for a strike. 0-2. Good pitch. Real good pitch. That's we need to see more of that from Bassitt. More of that delivery. That was a huge pitch. He kind of looks like Benson Boone. Imagine a bit of a thicker Benson Boone. That's what this guy looks like. He's got the stash, the curly hair. Here's the 0-2, and he's going to hit this one hard down the left field line. And that's foul. Foul into the empty seats. He really got a hold of that one. A lot on that one. This one just dropped in, and he turned on it. And he just missed. Here's the 0-2, down low. Give me a ball, 1-2. Bassitt now up to 66 pitches. That's also the problem when you go through 4 innings and you throw 66 pitches. That means you're going to have a pretty short afternoon, which means the Jays got to rely on their relievers, and that is a problem, or has been. Here's the 1-2 up high, 2-2. One kid from Matilda ate the chocolate cake in front of the Hulk. Rob, I gotta say, I think that is the first Matilda reference here on the channel. But talking about movies, it's been a heck of a summer of movies. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5th K of the afternoon. Nice strikeout for Bassitt. We are going to the top of inning number 5. Kirk, Lukes, and Clement gonna look to get it done. Hey, Glenn, what's going on? Happy Labor Day. Hope you're doing well. But we saw a couple of great movies, some big blockbusters this summer. We saw Fantastic Four, which was enjoyable. It was okay. We saw Superman. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed with Superman. We saw the new Jurassic Park. which seemed to steal scenes from other Jurassic Park movies and include them. But it was enjoyable. It wasn't great, but it was enjoyable. So those were our couple big blockbusters we saw: Jurassic Park, Superman, Fantastic Four. Turbo-tastic. Oh, comedic clown. Rob, we're gonna have to bring you on. We're gonna have to bring you on for a comedic guest spot. Open mic night during intermission. Well, we'll make it work. Oh my goodness. Blue Jays gonna get their chance now coming up to make this one happen. So thank you all for joining us on Labor Day. Hard to believe we're sitting here the 1st of September, and wow. So coming up, we know for sure tomorrow we'll be here for game 2. Wednesday, we should be here for game 3. We will probably be here Saturday against the Yankees. We could be here Friday against the Yankees as well. Just trying to see about hockey practice, what we need to do there. And then we got some other dates in question, possibly September 9th. We got September 10th is good to go. We know coming up for the hockey season, we're looking at September 21st, but that is pending some hockey. We got potentially September 23rd, September 25th. So we got lots of dates into September for both Blue Jays baseball and NHL hockey. So lots to go. Here we go, back at it. Kirky is in here, stepping up, step right up. Captain Kirk averaging 295, a couple points under 300. He has been very consistent. He's going to put this one popped in his short right field, going back at it and making the catch. And McLean is going to wheel that one in. That's going to do it for Kirk. So 1 out for the Blue Jays. Got to get this one going. Got to figure it out, Jays. Got to get this one moving. Lucas is going to be due up here. Hopefully Lucas can get an answer and make something happen. Here's the first pitch in there for a strike. Real nice pitch. Real nice pitch. Lucas is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. He's down at 259. Here's the 0-1. He's going to put this one up in the left center field to the track, and that's going to be hauled in. So 2 down, 2 fly balls. Certainly not making this trouble. Back to the Future will be in theaters October 31st for the 40th anniversary. My goodness, Dallas, 40 years. Back to the Future. That's crazy. First pitch in there to Clement. That's in there for a strike. Thank you, Damien, hitting that follow. Appreciate it. Neil, what's going on? Will Elias Pettersson bounce back this year? That is a great question, Neil. I think there's a lot of people hoping that Pettersson will have a bounce back year. I know Vancouver trying to sort out, well, not just Vancouver, there's a lot of teams trying to sort out some of the internal chemistry problems, but they are one of them. And Clement is going to line this one out to right field. So 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Jays. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th. Blue Jays can't get anything going. Can't get anything going. Time to go over to the scoreboard. Take a little look and see what is happening around the league here. Maybe not. There we go. 2-0 Nationals over the Marlins. 3-2 Tigers over the Mets. 3-2 Guardians now over the Red Sox. They got a couple on looking to strike and add on some more. So the Guardians taking the lead there, 3-2. White Sox and Twins tied at 0. Angels and Astros also tied at 0, as are the Athletics and the Cardinals. But we will be keeping our eye on that Guardians-Boston game. Real important for the Blue Jays that the Guardians give them some breathing room and keep that one going on. 2:20, we're about 15 minutes away from the start of the Argos and the Ticats, the Labor Day Classic. So we'll be watching that as well. How about Christopher Lloyd playing Killian Crudge instead of the Doc? It would be weird. It would be very weird. It would be very weird. Of course, the cast of Back to the Future just in Toronto a couple weeks ago during Fan Fests or Comic Con or whatever they call it these days. which was pretty cool. I unfortunately wasn't there, but it was nice to see Michael J in the house. Certainly signing some autographs, a big thrill for chance folks to meet him. All right, if you are just joining us, if you're hanging out with us, if you have not yet hit that follow or hit that subscribe, now would be a great time to do so. We are so close to a number of milestones on a bunch of different platforms. So make sure you hit it over on the tubes. We are looking 9 away here. If you're down on the Talkie Talk, we are about, I don't know, 45, 35 away there. So thank you for hitting those follows and subs. We appreciate it kindly. Let's go. Let's play some ball. Hayes coming up. He had a 2-run double in the second. Average is up to 241. Bassitt is back on the mound. His 70th pitch is going to be hit to Bo. Bo bobbles it, and he can't throw it to first in time. Are you kidding me? Came there to Bo Bichette, makes the grab, bobbles it. Oh, disappointment. Special effects with the cartoon music. Oh, Dallas, I bet. It must have been very cool. So this came in, we got to do. We got to change this momentum. When Bo is bobbling balls, things are not going our way. We're going to rise up the desk. We're going to get things going here. Got to make sure. Here's a bunt and a strike. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get this going, Blue Jays. We're going to change the way things are working here. Whoops. That's not good. Hang on. 1 second. We pulled the plug. We pulled the plug. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, can you tell me to plug this in? Yes. All right, my bad. I pulled the plug. Beside the other one. You see it? We're going to try and get that fixed. Here's the pitch outside. 1-2. Now 2-2 the count.
Up here?
2-2. No, down next to the one. Here. Got to replace an HDMI cable. Oh, we got some blood. We got some blood on the pants. Got some blood on the pants. You able to get it? Trying to fix this. All right, watch your head. All right, there we go. HDMI cable back in. This is going to be popped up foul, which has happened. You hit the computer and something happened. Can you? I think you pulled the other one out.
No, it's not raining.
Hang on. No, the other one came out. No, the other monitor. You just did something when you got up. Hang on. Having issues. Can you pull the other one out and plug it in? Now I can't. There we go. We got one monitor on. The other one is okay. What? No, just one of them. I need a monitor. There. Now. No. Okay, don't touch anything. Back away. Back away. All right, fixed. Thank you. No.
See, I didn't touch it.
Okay. All right. Having some technical difficulties. Okay, where are we? One on. McLean is up. One on, one out. Matt McLean is up here. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. Sorry about that. A little monitor glitch. Don't like to see when that happens. Here's the pitch outside. Yikes. That was not good. Come on, Bassitt. Bassitt about to throw 80th pitch. Hopefully he can get this one going. Here we go. In there, first strike. Nice. 2-1. Let's keep that going. Dallas, pretty much. Pretty much. Thank you, Neil, hitting that follow. Appreciate the follows. Thank you for the subs. We are 8 subs away. Damien, hope you're doing well. Here's the pitch. Just missed, but gets called strike. We'll take that. We'll take that. We like that. We like that a lot. Shuts up. Could be as Rob. Yeah, it is crazy. These cables are just, they need longer cables. This one outside, gonna go to 3-2. Full count here on McLean. Blue Jays. Trying. All right, Urises, take care, my bud. Bassitt, 35 balls, 47 strikes. Here's the pitch. He's going to lose him. Outside, ball 4. He's going to walk him. So the Blue Jays now have Reds, have 2 on, 1 out, and we got a little mound visit. We're going to try and settle Bassitt down. At 83 pitches now, we got to get somebody here warming up. So Bassitt finding himself in trouble, in a lot of trouble. And now our internet is in trouble. We'll get this straightened out. Nobody's warming up yet for the Blue Jays. The Hound looks tired. Mike, he does. He's starting to slow down. He's starting to slow down, losing control very, very quickly here. He really needs to get himself back together here. So there you go. The phone is picked up. They're going to be calling down to the bullpen. Who is going to be standing up? Who is going to be up here? Bassitt needs to get through a couple more. They got 2 on, 1 out. Friedel here as we go back to the top of the lineup. Going to lay down a bunt, but it's fouled back. Strike 1. Time's the Argo game. Argo game should be starting in about 5 minutes or so. So anytime now, the Argos will be getting going. Tate is warming himself up here. So Dylan Tate, the righty, is up, and he's a call up, so he's going to get himself warm. Of course, we've seen the Blue Jays use a ton of pitchers over the last few games. They got to settle things down, get things back in order, trying to change the momentum, trying to change things going. Let's turn the hat around. Let's try and shake things up here. Let's go, Bassitt. The 1-1. This is going to be hit hard. Deep center field to the track, under it. And then Varsho going to make that catch. He's going to throw this one in. Runner's going to tag up, go from second to third. So all of a sudden now 2 outs. And the Reds got runners on the corners. So the Reds certainly in a position to strike again as Marty is going to come up to bat here. Thank you so much, Michael, for hitting that follow. I appreciate it. So there we go. All we had to do is turn the hat around. Let's go, Jays. It's time to do it. Let's get Bassitt out of this inning. Let's get Bassitt out of this inning. That's right, Alexander. Start pumping it in. If you're in this chat, put in Go Jays Go. Let's get the mojo going for these Blue Jays. Bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. Swing and a foul ball, 0-1. So Bassitt very quickly is going to go ahead. 87 pitches. You got to believe at 87 pitches, this is the last inning for Bassitt. We will probably not see him in the 6th. He just needs to get out of this one. Marty, he's ready. Bassitt bringing the count down. Runners on the corners, misses. 1-1. 1-1 now the count. 1-1 now the count. There it is. Go Jays go. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Reds have had they're 2 for 5 today with runners in scoring position, but they do have a lead looking to add to it. This is going to be put in play over to third, picked up over to first in time. Bassitt's going to get out of this one. So that will probably do it for him. I can't imagine he's going to return being in the high 80s, 87, 88 pitches. Coming up for the Blue Jays, it's going to be Jimenez, Springer, and Barger as they're going to go yard and turn this game around. Hopefully the Blue Jays can do it. We're starting to get late. We're going to the top of inning number 6 as we start the second half. Will the Blue Jays get this one done? For how shaky he looked, Bass finishes. Yeah, Jeff, very, very shaky start. He was all over the place. Antonio, how's it going? Antone, welcome in. Thanks for being here. But yeah, Bassitt was very, very shaky. He was able to find his stuff when he needed to, sit some guys down. He had a number of strikeouts today too, which is okay. Just threw a lot of pitches, a lot of full counts. Now he's going to be done. It's up for the bats of the Jays to turn this around and hopefully get back into this game, because right now, while the Red Sox are down, who knows how long they could be down for, and we don't want to give the Red Sox a chance to pick up some space here on the Jays. Did Bassitt get relieved? He's out now. He is out now. He will not be returning to this ball game. And it was a tough outing for him nonetheless. 5 innings, 3 hits, which isn't bad. 3 hits, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So all in all, not bad, right? 5 innings, 6 strikeouts. It's unfortunate, though, that he only goes 5 innings, and he's getting some fist bumps and high fives as he makes his way to the bench. So that is a telltale sign he is done this afternoon, as was the number of pitchers that he did face. So we will see. I can't imagine he is going to return. Let's go. Let's do this one. Blue Jays are up here in the top of the 6th. Jimenez in the 9 spot. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out in the 3rd. And he is going to take this one in for a strike. Going to be 1-1 the count. Yeah, not a bad outing. Not a bad outing. Just it's unfortunate his pitch count got so high so fast. This one down in the dirt. 2-1 here to Jimenez. Let's see if he can keep this one going. Yeah, Michael, not terrible at all. This one going to be foul back. Well, Michael, that's a great question. I actually wasn't planning on it, to be honest with you. This game has been moving quite quickly, so we certainly could. I'd have to get everything set up. I'm not quite in a position to just switch over. I actually didn't plan on that. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss. Jimenez is going to go down. That's the 6th strikeout for Greene on the afternoon. So not again the start the Blue Jays wanted to get going here. But we probably could get something set up very quickly. Here comes Springer. Pitch is going to be up high in there for a strike, however. I say high, but it's high in the strike zone. So that's strike 1 to Springer. Springer is 1 for 2 today. He is currently sitting at 301. Had that single in the 1st and a stolen base. Oh, swings at this one and he goes down. I caught him right on the finger. On the hand, I believe. He's kind of brushing the trainer back. A lot of guys getting hit for these Blue Jays. A lot of Blue Jays getting hit. Oh, he fouled it off the kneecap. I thought it caught his finger, but off the inside of the kneecap. Ouch. That hurts. Springer takes this one high at 100 miles an hour, 1-0. Since his return from the injured list in the last 15 games, he's been hitting .362, which is pretty darn impressive. We did, yeah, Michael, we did have Harvey's for lunch today. There's a little timeout call. The catcher's going to make his way up, have a little conversation here with Greene. Going to work something out. Maybe we will. We'll see if we can pull up something for the Argos. Game hasn't started just yet. And let's see. Springer getting himself ready to go. Here's the 1-2. Misses, can even it up to 2-2. That's a nice pitch there. No swing, 3-2. Three and two. So it looks like, well, maybe I was mistaken. Bassitt may return. Nobody's warming up. Springer going to foul this one back. I'd be shocked if they actually bring him back. I would be shocked. But it could happen. Springer sends this one high. De La Cruz going to make that catch. So Springer, sit down. He's out of there. Yikes. Here comes Barger. Barger's going to make his way in. Oh, what's happening here? So needs to get this one going. Here's Addison Barger. Barger needs to pick it up. Here's the pitch. He's going to swing hard and put this one back. Barger, one of those guys who can really get things going. One ball, two strikes. Let's go. So I'm trying to get something else going here as we're talking along. Multitasking, definitely not a strong suit. Strike three call. Barger, sit down. My goodness. The Reds are just crushing it. The Blue Jays cannot catch up. They cannot get some hits going. Wow. What is happening? They are just so dominant right now. This Reds pitching, Greene has been so outstanding. And that certainly is making life miserable here for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays struggling. But we still got time. We still got time in this game. Blue Jays can certainly come back in here. They can make something happen. Question is, how long will it take? How long will it be? But again, thanks for joining us here tonight. Seahawk, what's going on? You're very, very welcome. I appreciate you. Jojo, how's it going? Thank you, Jojo. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. So we are just trying to see if we can get things set up, maybe flip over to do some Argos Tie Cats following today's presentation. So maybe we'll I don't really like that thumbnail all that much. I just whipped together. So we'll see. We'll see on what time we get done here, where things are in the game. We'll probably need a few minutes to just kind of switch things over. Argonauts versus Tie Cat Labor Day Classic. We haven't done some Argos for a while. They've had a day off or a bye week. I think they got a bye week next week as well. So we're going to see. But let's finish off this game and see how the Blue Jays are going to do. Right now, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Blue Jays not having the outing we all were hoping for. Right? That is not the outing we hope to see. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Here we go. De La Cruz. Bassitt does return. Makes his 90th pitch. I was wrong. Bassitt making the return. Wow. That's wild. 90 pitches. It just shows the lack of trust. The lack of trust. Blue Jays really, really, really need to pick up their game here. This is going to be hit hard down the right field line. Running, diving, can't come up with it. Barger's got to go back to the wall and pick it up. Rounding second, going to third. And it's a stand-up triple for the big man, De La Cruz, cruising in for a stand-up triple. Wow. Wow. Tried to pick this one up. Barger trying to go for it. Just could not get there in time. It's a starting triple. 7th triple of the season. Wowzers. All right, there we go. Pop up. We'll take a pop up. Infield pop up. The Blue Jays going to grab that. Vladdy does. 1 out. They're able to hold the runner on third. Holy smokes. Like, can we make this more interesting, fellas? All right, so we got that. I like that. So Bassitt, 93 pitches now. He's going to continue to run. I'm going to bring this back down. Clearly, that did not do anything good. Lux trying to come through here. Whoops, whoops. Jacob. Never mind. Oh, I'm making a mess. Making a mess. Here's a pitch high. It's like I've never streamed before. I apologize. It's been going on for they always seem to get the bottom feeders, beat them up. Yeah, they really have. It has not been what we expect to see from this Jays squad. Up high. Springer's going to need the frozen. Yeah, he will, Dallas. That looked painful. That looked real painful. You hate to see stuff like that happen. I mean, it's just, it sucks. it just downright sucks when it happens. But let's see if they can keep this one going. Taking a look, here's the pitch. Misses again. 3-1 now for Bassitt. Come on, Bassitt. He needs to do better. The Leaf game, the women's game. Yeah, right, Dallas, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Off speed, going to be fouled back. Actually, let's see before I do this. Full count, trying to get this one going. Bassitt now 98 pitches, which is crazy. 98 pitches, and they're letting him go. They're letting him go. Ground ball to first, picked up in time. Vladdy going to step on the bag. Another infield outing, so they got lucky. Blue Jays get lucky again. Holy smokes. I mean, that was nice. That is exactly kind of what we were hoping. Kind of what we were hoping would happen. Vladdy there, able to make the catch, wheel it in. These guys are certainly making it interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we're kind of working on this as we go. Blue Jays, Stewart gonna find his way up here for the Reds. Bassitt about to make his 100th pitch. He's at 99. And he's about to throw pitch number 100, which is madness. Madness. They're gonna let him go. They're gonna let him keep going. 100 pitches. What does it say about everybody else? He goes around 0-1. We'll take it. We'll take it. Where did that go? Oh, that's why. That's why. Let's fix this up. Ground ball. Picked it up. Over in time, and the Blue Jays get out of it. They were in trouble. They were in big trouble. A triple, and they're able to hold the runner at bay. They don't cost any more, and the Blue Jays are lucky that they got out of that one. Holy cow. So this is going to be an interesting finish, a very interesting finish as we go to the top of the 7th inning, where the Blue Jays are still down by 2. They have not really been able to get anything going, and they do not have a whole lot more time to figure it out, but hopefully they can. If anybody can, it's the Blue Jays. They've been winning lots. They've been doing a ton, and we are pretty sure they'll be able to get out of this inning. All right, so let's see here. Bear with me. Sorry. Trying to type and talk at the same time, and that never helps anybody. Let's see here. All right. Let's do this. I think we're going to be able to switch over to the Argo game following the conclusion of this. So that'll be pretty good. It will just take us a few minutes to, of course, get this set up and going. What time are we at now? 2:49. So we'll just throw an arbitrary time up here. So we're working on it. We're working on getting this going. So when this game ends, we can switch over. We'll bounce you over to the Ticats Argos game. Props to Bass. Let's get the W. Gotta get this W. Gotta get this W going. That is for sure. All right, here we go. Blue Jays back at it. Vladdy Guerrero swinging at the first pitch. Going to pop this into right field, and that's going to be a fly out just like that. Darn it, Vladdy. Darn it, Vladdy. Not able to get that one going. Vladdy had a chance, certainly had a chance, but just couldn't make it happen. We needed that, Vlad. We really, really, really needed that. So hopefully they can continue to move right along. Here comes Bo Bichette. He's 2 for 2 today. Bichette is having quite a nice outing. Quite a nice outing for Bobo. Let's see if he can keep it going. He has been a bright spot. This is going to be hit back to the wall. It's going to drop in. Bo is going to turn, and it's going to be another double here for Bichette. Another hit for Bo, his 42nd double of the season. Second double today. There goes Bo. Bo Bichette, thank you for being my friend. Getting it done. He's putting the Jays, constantly putting the Jays in a spot where they can make something happen. So way to go, Bo. Bo set. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. Varsho coming up. We need some of that Varsho magic right now. He has a fly out and a strikeout with a runner on second. Probably a deep single scores Bo. That's right. He leads the majors. Swing and a miss from Varsho. Here in the top of the 7th. If there's ever a time, JD, what's going on? Reds bullpen will sell. And yes, user, we need some runs. Need some runs. Jay's doing a good job right now. Keep this going, Dalton. Keep this one going. Bring Bo home. Pitch is going to be up high. 2-1. 2-1 the count. Holy smokes. This is wild. All right. Finally, the bullpen getting going. Whoops. Big fly ball behind the plate. No play on that one. So we do have a score in the Toronto-Hamilton game. It is 3-3. 3-3 all tied up. And the Argos Ticats Labor Day Classic. We'll be switching over to that after this game. Varsho set. Here's the pitch. Takes that. Ball 3. Full count. 3-2 with 1 out. Where is this going to go? Blue Jays finding some legs here in the top of the 7th inning. Timeout is called as we're going to get a mound visit here. We are getting a mound visit. Jays trying to get Greene out of here so they can bring in the bullpen and get some hits together. It's like they've been playing the long game for real. But again, thanks for joining us. Make sure you are hitting the like button. Hit that subscribe or follow button as well. Help us out. We appreciate it. We are 6 subs away from our little milestone. Exchanging of recipes. That's right. Dallas are talking about where they want to hit up for dinner following today's game. Taking a long look. Here's a pitch from Greene. It's going to be low. Just missed. In that gray area where sometimes you get the call, not this time. Varsho going to take the walk. So all of a sudden, the Blue Jays with 2 on and 1 out. Here comes Captain Clutch with Kirk. Can Kirk put this one into play? Greene is up to 96 pitches. So both starters today going high in the pitch count. Kirk 294, 11 home runs. Now would be a great time for number 12. Here's the pitch low. Going to be 1-0. Oh, boy. Who's excited? Who's feeling this? I know I am. Let's go, Captain. Let's go, Kirky. Jays are 0 for 4 today with runners in scoring position. You know that's got to change. Catches a strike zone, 1-1. Going to even this one up. Going to even this one up. 98 pitches now for Greene. Kirk, who's 0 for 2, wants a hit here. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at a high pitch. 1-2 now. Kirk is going to ask for time, step away, get himself regrouped here. He wants to walk everybody. He's throwing so hard, JD, so hard. Thank you, Bowman, hitting that share button. Appreciate it. Here's the pitch down low, going to go to 2-2. Ooh, boy. Talk about intense. Talk about intensity. Kirk hits 306 with 2 strikes, which leads the MLBs in that situation. Here's the 2-2, and he's going to put this in play. Drop, 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 drop. It is going to drop. Bo is going to turn. He's going to score. The Blue Jays add 1 on the board. Slugger, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. So Bo Bassitt comes around and scores. The Blue Jays get 1 on the board. There's still 1 out, and they still have 2 on. Keep this one going. Endgame, what's going on? Came in at the right time. Absolutely. Kirk comes up clutch yet again. And we got a long meeting at the mound, and Greene is going to be done. He is going to be pulled. And we go to the Reds pen as the Reds going to bring in a reliever. And we're going to get a little commercial break here. But the Blue Jays score 1. They get Greene out of this game. Wow. Greene having quite the afternoon. I mean, it took a while for the Jays to get to him. He goes 6.1 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. That's pretty nifty. Looks like Scott Barlow is going to come in to replace him. So Barlow is going to come in to pitch. The Jays here in the top of the 7th inning are making a comeback. They're getting things going right now. They're ramped up. Lucas is now up. We got Lucas and Clement, the next 2 coming up. And of course, yikes, neither have had good afternoons here tonight. Lucas does have a strikeout. He's hitting 258. We got 2 runners on. So if he can put this one in play, gives us a chance. Gives us a chance. Jay's starting to do some things right now. There's our link tree, by the way, dropping in the chat. So if you want to follow us on all socials, go check out our link tree. We would appreciate that so very, very much. Of course, it's also in our bios, but you can check us out on Linktree or go to our website, the SamWellB12Experience.com, and you can find out all of our information there. We did just post a schedule section where we're going to start adding streams to it, so you'll be able to check in advance when we are streaming and when we're not streaming, but we'll see how that is going to play out because we do try to plan a lot in advance. You can see all of our chicken scratch for September of all the streams we want to do between hockey and baseball. It's going to be a wild and crazy month. All right, Blue Jays, it's time to keep the bats rolling right now. Let's keep this one going. Scott Barlow comes in with his 3.30 ERA. Lucas is up to bat with 2 on, 1 out. And Lucas hammers this one. Fly, baby, fly. It's going to the track, to the wall, and it's caught at the wall. They're going to turn and throw this one in. Varsho is going to tag up in advance. So a deep fly ball is going to be a second out. It is going to advance the runners. Lucas almost took that 1 yard. So close. But it does advance the runner for Ernie Clement. Ernie, all you need is a base hit. Delucia, thank you so much for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Ernie, all you need to do is put this one in play here. A base hit will tie up the game. What does Ernie have up his short sleeves? Barlow delivers, gonna miss. Ball 1. Now, at some point, will Kirk attempt to steal second? Kirk does have 1 stolen base this year in this type of scenario. Here's a pitch outside. Ernie lays off of it. You know, he wanted to swing. He tried so hard. He was thinking about it, and he really had to use all his might to pull back on that one. Jimenez is on deck before they go back to the top of the order. You don't have to go for it all right now. All you have to do is put this one in play. Barlow taking a look. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1. Following this game, you will be teleported over to our next stream. We're going to pick up the Argos and Ticats in action for the Labor Day Classic. It will take me about 5 minutes or so just to get everything switched over before we go live on that one. Check swing there. Going to go to 3-1. 3-1 right now. Where's Barlow going to go? He has an 11% strikeout rate, 5th lowest in the American League, does Ernie Clement. Here's the pitch. He's going to swing at this one, put it foul. 3-2, full count, 2 outs. You know, Kirk is going to be on the move. Runners will go in this situation. 3-2, 2 outs. Will the Blue Jays score a run? Or are they going to leave another 2 on? Barlow taking a look. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's going to be fouled back, and Clement goes down, fouled it off his shin. Yikes. Blue Jays taking a lot of these balls off them. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Yikes, that one hurts. We'll take a look, of course, the middle of the 7th. We'll take a look around the scoreboard again. This one, he pulled it and he just grazed that front shin above the ankle. You know that hurts a lot. A lot of guys wear that pad. Ernie doesn't. This one, he's going to ground it right to third. Picked up, thrown over in time. He can't beat it out. And the Reds are able to get out of this one, and they still have a lead. Kirk with a clutch hit, able to score a run. Bassitt scores from second base. The Blue Jays can only muster 1 run, and they are down by 1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, let's take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Marlins still losing 2-0 to the Nationals. 6-6. The Mets and Tigers are all tied up. Boston has tied things up with the Guardians. 3-3. Boston right now with 1 out and has a runner on, so don't think they're quite yet finished. 3-1, the White Sox over the Twins. Astros 2-0 over the Angels. Athletics and Cardinals 0-0. So that is your out-of-town scoreboard. If we flip over to the Toronto Argonauts and the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Labor Day Classic, it is 3-3 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter of football action there. The Argonauts looks like they're having a better start. 5 first downs over Hamilton's 2. 71 total yards, 64 passing, 7 rushing to Hamilton's 50 yards. So the Argonauts having a nice first quarter, looks like, but both teams only able to put up some field goals. So we will be hopping there after this stream. We'll be going over and checking it out. But we got to get through this one first. Hopeton says, we got this. We still got this. We will put this one to bed. Will Blue Jays get her done? We'll see what they can do. They very well might. And you've got to be kidding me right now. Chris Bassitt, who's thrown 101 pitches, is making his return. 101 pitches. Bassitt is coming out here. Wow. I'm shocked. I thought he was done 2 innings ago. But Bassitt is coming out here for the 7th. 101 pitches. They're going to let him keep her going. Here's the first pitch. Little curve in there, catches a corner for a strike. Nice pitch. Wow. Hayes coming in. He's 1 for 2. He doubled and reached on an error. Yeah, Hopeton, I'm kind of with you. I'm a little nervous. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Okay. Okay. Yariel Rodriguez is standing up. He's not throwing yet, but he is standing up. You hope the Sox, James, I'm with you. This is going to be pop foul. So I think, are they going to let him go? See if he can get a couple quick outs. When are they going to make the move? Reds need some run support. Yeah, JD, they do. Taco, what's going on? All good here. All good here. Here's the 0-2 up high. 1-2. Bassitt, 105 pitches now to Hayes. Not all 105 to Hayes, but the last couple. Bassitt seemed to be getting better as this game went along. As I say that, he throws high. 2-2 now the count to Hayes. Love it, love it, love it. Keep her going. This is wild. This is why I can't believe they're letting him go this deep. Here's the pitch. This is going to be put into play. That's a base hit. A leadoff base hit as Hayes is safely aboard. Is that going to do it? Or are they going to give him one more? Schneider is waiting. And now he's going to step up. He's going to make the call. And Bassitt is going to be done. They let him go 107 pitches. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of bringing him out to face that first batter was. But Bassitt is going to be done. He is going to go sit down. And we are getting a pitching change. Here comes Yariel Rodriguez as he's going to step in here and see what he can do against these Reds. 107 pitches for Bassitt. Wow. Wow. We're at the bottom of the lineup here. They have one on with nobody out. And we'll see what the Blue Jays can do. Can the relievers start to do it? Yeah, JD, I would like, how much longer are they going to let this guy go? Yariel Rodriguez comes in. Of course, Yariel has been one of the pitchers who's been up and down. I think he's been okay as of late. The bullpen really has been letting the starters down for the last little while, when we certainly need them to stand up and really do what they can do. They need to be kind of superstars, if you will, when the Blue Jays kind of pull their starter. We can't allow them to give it up. His elbow must be sore, real sore. He's going to need some frozen peas as well, Dallas. Always tough. But that's pretty darn impressive. The Blue Jays today, the bats haven't been going, but the pitching has been stellar. 2-1, the Reds scored 2 in the second, and that was it. 2 runs on 5 total hits. The Blue Jays have 1 run on 5 total hits, and that hit came just at the top of the 7th inning. So we only need 1 run to tie, 2 runs to take the lead. And it's certainly something they can do, as Bassitt is now pulled out of this game, puts the towel over the face, over the eyes, not overly happy with his performance. Again, he did okay. Rodriguez in 57 games this year has a 3.30 ERA and an 8.2 strikes per 9 innings. So let's see what he can do. He's going to need some good velocity. And this didn't take long. This has been a common theme for the Blue Jays relievers. Every time they they pull in a reliever, they got these little pitch comms where the catcher, pushes the buttons and, they can communicate. And already there's a comm device. And this seems to be a common occurrence, as it happens every single game when the relievers come in. The pitch comm doesn't seem to work as expected. Rodriguez just shaking his head, saying, I can't hear. I can't hear. And it is something the infielders wear them as well. So they can hear what's coming up. Vladdy is holding his up to his ear, and he's shaking his head as well. So looks like some technical issues again, and they're going to trade some comms around, and they're going to make sure that they can all hear. A little switcheroo. One of the issues when you introduce these kind of technology to the games is you got to make sure it works. It seems like it's a common issue. So pitcher, catcher, and 3 others infielders can have these comms. All right, so let's go. Seems to be all sorted out now. They're all in the same frequency. Pickoff attempt. And he's back in time. Very quick pickoff attempt. All right, let's set it back up. Let's go, Blue Jays. Have we tried rebooting, right, Dallas? Showing bunt. Going to lay down the bunt. A hard bunt. Guerrero going to go to second for the force out. Heads up play. Good job by Bo to have that foot on the bag. Vladdy picks up the bunt, and he whips that over to second base. They get the force out. So there's one down. Runner still on first. We'll call it fielder's choice. But this was a sharply hit ball. And Vladdy had to come up and throw. Usually when the pitcher comes over to pick up the bunt, they don't really have a chance to go for second because of how far you got to turn. But in this case, Vladdy scooped it up. He was in great field position. Rodriguez ducks down, and Vladdy throws a strike to second to get him out. Here comes McLean. He's going to take the first pitch in there for a strike. Here we go. Now we're getting some good relief coming in. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk in the fifth. Rodriguez set to deliver. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Nice pitch now. Like to see that. Trevino here on first base. He's getting ready. We will be back for game 2 tomorrow. I believe it's a 6:40 start. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Wednesday also will be a 6:40 game. The conclusion of the series with the Reds. Rodriguez taking a look down. 1-2, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. This is going to be popped up. Addison Barger, he's got a beat on it. He's got to make a catch jumping into that sidewall. And he's going to throw this one in so the runner cannot tag up. So the Blue Jays 2 outs now as the Reds go to the top of the lineup. For Friedel is going to come in. He's got a walk today. Barger was tracking this, and the fans all were hoping it would just come over a little bit more. Barger's got to jump up into that side fence, taking it over, taking it to the side, but a nice catch there nonetheless. We like to see that. Here's the pitch. First one up high. 1-0. Good work here, Blue Jays. Good turnaround. Very, very good turnaround. Rodriguez is set. And again, I apologize. We've had some ups and downs today. On the corner, misses. Going to be 2-0. But I thank y'all for hanging in there with us. Wherever you're watching, we appreciate it. Make sure you're hitting those thumbs up, tapping that screen, hitting those likes. And if you're not already subscribed or following, make sure you hit those buttons as well. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Real good pitch there. Real good pitch. 2-1, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Rodriguez looking to get this one done. Here's the pitch. He's going to hit this one hard. Diving is Jimenez. He can't come up with it. It's going to be a base hit as Barger picks it up in the outfield. Markville, how's it going? Thank you so much. Marky Velli, I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. This was a nice, sharp hit ball. And the Reds keeping it alive, keeping it going. Jimenez fully laid out, diving through the air, trying to grab that one. Just could not come up with it. So Marti comes up. He's 0 for 3 today. He's got a couple of strikeouts. 2 outs on the board. Toronto trying to get the inning closed off. Cincinnati's got 2 on, looking to add to their lead. Taking a long look. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Kirk kind of bobbled it, able to recover. Doesn't go far away. But a nice move there. Let's keep this one going, Blue Jays. Rodriguez has been a breath of fresh air coming in, some decent pitching. Here's the pitch. As I say, wow, I'm going to stop complimenting the Blue Jays pitching. Every time I do, we get a pitch way outside. Now, the left side, the left stands are pretty empty. The right stands are pretty full, and I'm going to bet that has to do with how the sun comes across and with the shade. A lot of fans like to sit in the shady side of the stadium. This is going to be grounded. Foul goes to 1-2. Marti hanging on. 1-2's a count. 2 outs. Blue Jays trying to go. JD wants to see Marty get on base and then a grand slam. I don't know. He's got 2 strikeouts and a ground out today. If you sit in the, yeah, Das, that's true. When you sit in some of those stands, when you're in the sun all day, you just cook. 1-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Here is the pitch. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be pop foul. Anthony, how's it going? I'm old. I'm old. Take a guess. I don't think I've ever officially said my age, but you're welcome to guess. And the ice cream melts too fast. That's a problem. Myrtlet, how's it going, bro? Soto is too good. First a grand slam and now a triple, 2 RBIs. A grand slam and a triple in the same game. That's impressive. Oh, younger than that, Anthony. Younger than that. Let's go, Blue Jays. CL. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out, the fist pump, and the Blue Jays are going to get out of this inning. We're going to go to the top of the 8th inning for Jimenez, Springer, and Barger as they're going to look to get it going. I'm slightly above that, Anthony, but you're right. You're in the zone. You're in the zone. You're right there. You're right there. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what's happened with the Red Sox right now. What are those pesky Red Sox doing? Looks like they're holding tight. 3-3 Guardians and Red Sox. It's the top of the 5th inning there. 2 outs on the board. So that one is all tied up. We got to hope those Guardians can pull it through. Let's go. I love the lives. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that so very, very much. We got lots coming up over the next little bit. We're going to try and get some more kind of actual like VODs out, some regular videos instead of just lives. It takes a long time to put them together, and I would rather be live more for you guys than spending the time putting those videos together. I need the Blue Jays to win. That way the Mets can get ahead of the Reds in the wild card standings. There you go, Cameron. Hey, if that's what you need to do to cheer for the Blue Jays, I'm with you. It's all about, we're doing that right now with the Guardians. We want the Guardians to win. It's all about that scoreboard watching, and when it comes down to that wild card, it is going to be close. The Mets are up there just a little bit. They're at 73 wins, 64 losses. Cincinnati at 69 and 68. The Reds have been on a bit of a losing streak. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games, and the Blue Jays are trying to keep that one going. I don't know if MLS team is going to win or lose. MLS is tricky. I don't know too much about MLS. I'm not a big soccer guy, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan. I like the international soccer, but I'm not an everyday soccer guy. Greene goes 6.1, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. A good performance for Hunter Greene. All right, let's bring this one back up. By the way, thank you for hitting that subscribe. We're 3 subscribers away from hitting our milestone, our mini milestone. First pitch in here is actually going to be low, but it's called. Strike to Jimenez. Jimenez, not much going on. Fly out and a strikeout. His average is kind of plummeted to 215. He's going to swing and was nowhere near this pitch. And real quick, he's over to, no, not soccer, baseball. Oh, MLB. I got you, MLB. It's so tough to predict. So tough to predict because really anything can happen. Usually your top teams are going to play like top teams, but it's not a guarantee. Hey, B Disney, what's going on? Here's the 0-2 down in the dirt. Going to be 1-2. B Disney. Hopefully you got a little envelope. It's, if you haven't received it already, it should be there anytime. Unless it got returned. Here's the 1-2. He's going to put this one in play. Right to second base. Throw over in time, and Jimenez is down. The Blue Jays, one down. So one of the things, Anthony, you got to look at is the pitching, how the pitching is going. This is something the Blue Jays have had an issue with. Their starters have been okay, but their relievers have been bad. The other thing to really look at is how they've been playing over the last 5 games. Are they getting a lot of runs? Are they not getting a lot of runs? Are they not being productive? This one up high, Springer's brushed back. You know, usually if your team is putting up a lot of runs and it's been consistent, it's a sign that hopefully they'll be able to continue. Obviously, at some point that will drop off. Springer's 1 for 3 today. This one up high, going to go to 2-0. Hey, Rye Good, how's it going? Ooh, opening a padded envelope now. Ooh, the excitement of opening the envelopes. Angels beating the Astros again. They have the number, JD. Here's the pitch up high. 3-0 now. Santillan in pitching to start this inning. 2-1, 3-0 to Springer. Springer, you know he's going to take this one. He does. It's low. And they're saying he went around on the check string. Oh, the check swing. Yikes. Miami just lost 2-0. Very, very close, but they said he went around. 3-1 the count now. What does that smell? Do you smell that? Another ball, and this time they said they did not go around. Do you smell that? Smells like burning. Weird smell. So Springer's going to take a walk, and we'll take that. The Blue Jays, with 1 out, they have 1 on. Barger, who's 0 for 3. He's on now. Let's see what Barger can do. Not burnt toast. But it could be somebody outside cooking something. Who knows? Maybe it's these Jays bats. The bats are fire. Maybe it's the bats are heating up. Come on, Barger. This would be a great time for a clutch hit. Here's a pitch down low. Hanging on. It's this. It looks like the Reds pen has the same issue of the Blue Jays pen. Not good. 1-1. 1 out. 1 on. Springer with a little bit of a small lead. Here's a pitch. Catches the outside corner, and it's called a strike. 1-2. And it's perfect, B. Disney says. It's perfect. Come on, Barger. 1-2. Keep this one going. Keep it alive. At least advance the runner. Here's the pitch. This is going to be put into play. Over to shortstop, over for 1, across for 2. Double play. That is not what the doctor ordered. Beverly, hello there. 7-6 Argos. So that's going to go to a break. Beverly, as soon as the Blue Jays are completed, as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, we are going to switch over to the Argonauts and the Ticats. Second quarter underway, 7-6. The Argos now with 100 total yards. Ticats with 114 yards. So it's been all field goals and a single point as John Haggerty gets the famous CFL single point as he kicks that one through. So immediately following this game, it's Nick Arbuckle versus Bo Levi Mitchell. You guys will be teleported over to the Argonauts and Ticats game. It'll take me probably about 5 or 6 minutes just to switch everything over and get everything loaded up, because I did not do it in advance. I actually didn't even think of that. But we will get everything loaded fairly quickly, and we'll go live over on that stream, a new stream, the Argonauts and Ticats. We'll pick that one up in action. So we have that one set up, and we will be joining that in progress. Running in progress following Jay's game. We're just going to put a little comment in here. We're going to pin that message. Perfect. Perfect. So we got that up and running. Or we'll make that one public immediately following the end of this game. So we'll do that. All right, perfect. So we are set to go with that one. Blue Jays trying to come back. The Reds so far been able to shut them down, and we are back at it. And whoa, we are 499, one sub away. De La Cruz is going to cruise on up against Rodriguez to start the top of the 8th inning. De La Cruz, Hayes. I think we're getting a pitch hitter for Lukes. If we'll see what happens. But De La Cruz 1 for 3, had a triple, was not able to score. Here's the pitch down low. Misses. 1-1 here to De La Cruz. Over on the tubes, who's going to put us over? Who's going to be that subscriber? Wherever if you're watching on one of the other platforms, hit the follow for us. This one down low, 2-1. 2-1. Come on, Rodriguez. Tee this one back up. Sorry, the Reds suck. Oh, there you go. B. Disney, I'm glad you got it. Outside, did he go around? They say no, he did not. Goes to 3-1. B. Disney, I'm so sorry it took so long to get that over to you. And there it is, 501. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There we go. What a community. This is a foul back, 3-2. On the same day. B. Disney, we planned it. We planned it. We'll have lots of cards to go around. Some giveaways planned up for the fall. Here's the 3-2, and this is going to be poked into left field. And there it is. Lucas going to make the catch. One down. Nice little play. Great play. That's what we need. Rodriguez up to 20 pitches. Let's keep this one going. One down here in the bottom of the 8th. Don't want to give up anymore. Austin Hayes is going to make his way up. He's 0 for 3. Fielder's choice. Strikeout and a pop-up. Yeah, so big time. That's my concern going in the playoffs, is what happens with the Blue Jays bullpen. It is a scary situation. Whoa. Little pitch got up real quick. Kirk going to haul that one in. Dylan Tate is back up and warming up. Just a recent call up. We'll see if he gets into this game. Rodriguez is up to 21 pitches. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count, 1-1. Let's get to 30,000 this year. Let's get to 40,000 this year. Can we get to 40? I think that would be a remarkable year if we could do that. Here's a pitch, swing, and a foul off the umpire's mask. He took a hard shot there. Oh yeah, let's those are the two names, Soros, that give me nightmares. Little and Hoffman. Those two, they come into a game and my goodness, you never know what you're gonna get. Jamie, how's it going? Let's go Blue Jays. Let's get them going. Taking a long sit back. 1-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Down low on the inside. Going to go to 2-2, evening it up. We will be live tomorrow. If you're not an Argo fan, if you're not a Canadian Football League fan, and you're not going to join us on our second stream this afternoon, we'll see you tomorrow for game 2 of the Reds and the Blue Jays. This one is going to be popped up. Running under it is Barger. He's going to make that catch. 2 down. Barrels should be in the pen. Yeah, you know, it's funny. That's a debate we've been having here for a while. Who is the right guy? Who is that right guy? And, you know, I like Lauer being in there. It gives you a reliable arm that if you have to put him in the 4th or 5th inning, he can give you several innings. It's an interesting debate, though, to see who really is that best one to go. Benson, pitch hitting, is going to poke this in, sliding to make the catch. And they're going to say, no, it hit the dirt. So Benson, who comes in pitch hitting, he's going to get a 2-out base hit. So a nice job there. Cincinnati keeping the inning alive, running after it, but it is a one-hopper as Lucas just couldn't get there in time. Had to take it on the hop. Little needs to head back to AAA. All right, 2 outs, 1 on now for Cincinnati. Here comes Steer. Steer is going to come in relief of Stewart. Stewart making his debut today, had quite a nice debut. Certainly got his first hit out of the way, his first strikeout, and he did score a run. Here's a pitch, and he swings on it right through it. 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs. Blue Jays trying to get out of this inning. Want to let Rodriguez get the job done. Don't want to have to make another pitching change. Gonna miss high and outside. 2-1 the count now. Another problem, the Jays seem to choke a lot in big games. I don't know. Well, not necessarily choke. The Dodger series was tough. They did pick up a win. This one down low, he swings. Did he go around? They're saying yes, he did. 2-2. Yeah, I would have liked to see them pick up some more wins from the Brewers. But it's when you face those teams, when you're facing top teams, are they really considered choking, or are you just being beat by better teams? Jamie, very much. I'm so happy Buck is back. So happy Buck is back. I was worried there for a bit. Runner goes 2-2. This is hit hard but foul. Hard but foul. They stunk. Yeah, this upcoming weekend is going to be a huge test as the Yankees and the Jays are going to renew acquaintances. It's going to be a very important series. And then, of course, they meet the Red Sox towards the end of the season, late in September. That is going to be a huge series as well. 2-2 to Steer with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. He struck him out for his second strikeout. We are going to the top of the 9th innings. 9th inning. Guerrero, Bassitt, and Varsho. The 3 you would want to have up. Top of the 9th. The Blue Jays need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. This is getting real interesting. And of course, once that is done, we will be switching over to the Labor Day Classic, CFL Week 13. The Argonauts and the Ticats will be joining that game in progress. Right now, currently, it is 15-6 Argonauts with about 5 minutes left in the first half. The Argonauts putting a TD on the board. Who was it? Nick Arbuckle completes the pass to Jake Herslaw. 27 yards for the touchdown. The extra point is good. So the Argonauts picking up the TD. Arbuckle 140 passing yards on the day. So we will pick up that one. So there we go. Argonauts, Ticats coming up here momentarily. Argos. Can the Argonauts do it? But let's say first, can the Blue Jays do it? Jamie coming in with that follow. Thank you, Jamie. We appreciate that. This has been a crazy game. Not a lot of offense as well. More of a pitching matchup. A lot of strikeouts. And right now, the Jays down to their last 3 outs. Can they do this one? Can they pull this one together? Ladies and gentlemen, again, for those that are not going to be joining us for the Argonauts and Ticats this afternoon, we will see you tomorrow for game 2 of the Blue Jays and the Reds. Here comes Emilio Pagan coming in to close this one out. I want to thank the mods for hanging out over here and doing what you do best. Thank you to our channel members as well. I want to thank all of our new subscribers and new followers today. Thank you for getting us over a little mini milestone here. We appreciate that so much. Here comes Vladdy Guerrero. Let's see what Big V can do. Big Vlad. Here's the pitch outside, taking it. 1 ball to Vladdy. Vladdy's 0 for 3 today, 2 flyouts and a ground out. Not the type of outing you want to see. His average dipping down to 286. He was flirting closer to 300, but tonight has hurt that one. Here's the 1-0. In there, first strike. Vladdy watching it all the way. That's right, Seelk. Finish this job. Finish it up, Jays. Let's go. Bassitt has had a heck of an outing. We're going to see him up momentarily. Here's the 1-1 to Vlad, swinging through it. 1-2. Yikes. Pagan dropping the splitter on Vladdy. He could not hold off. 1-2 to Vlad now. Here's the pitch outside. He's got some good movement. Paul, what's going on? Welcome in. Sorry, he's got some good movement. Velocity going from 96 to 82. Pagan is set. Vladdy is ready. Here's the 2-2 outside. 3-2. All right, Vladdy, you know what to do. You know your job. What is he going to throw? Fastball, splitter, fastball. I'm going to go. He's going to come at you with a splitter. I'm calling splitter. Low and away. Let's see what he does. Here's the 3-2. No, inside with the fastball. Vladdy with a small hit ball over to first. They can't get him. Vladdy may as well have bunted in some uncanny speed by Vladdy Guerrero Jr. An infield hit that kind of died down on the infield turf. And Vladdy turned on the afterburners, channeling his inner Donovan Bailey. He digs deep and he just goes, just tears down the first base line. He's in there. And Vladdy is going to be pulled out. Miles Straw is going to come in as a pitch runner. So Vladdy is pulled out. Pitch runner Miles Straw comes in. So that means they're setting up for a steal. Bo Bichette, who's 3 for 3 today, he comes back up. Good job by Vladdy. Good hustle there. Bo is 3 for 3. Can he go 4 for 4? We got no outs, 1 runner on. Ooh, almost hit him. Up and inside, ball 1. Let's keep this one going, Blue Jay fans. 2 doubles and a single here for Bichette. He's up to 309. Come on, Bo. Bo knows. He's going to pop this one up. It's going deep to the wall, to the track. It's out of here. Bo Bichette with the home run. Bo with the 2-run shot. And Bo Bichette sends it home. The Blue Jays waste no time to take the lead in the top of 9. 3-2. 2. Thank you, Bo, going 4 for 4. Stores, you did call that one. You called that one. Way to go, Bo. What an afternoon for Mr. Bassitt. 4 for 4 with a single, 2 doubles, and a home run. Put on that jacket, Bo. What a day he is having. What a season he is having. The Blue Jays are up 3-2, and we still got Varsho. Pitch to Varsho down low. Bob, what's going on? Can the Blue Jays help the Giants out? There's a lot of teams that need some help. But the Blue Jays take the lead 3-2 in the top of the 9th inning. Varsho gonna hammer this one. That's gonna go foul. Almost out of the stadium. Wow. Tommy Nance is getting warmed up. Hey, Willow, what's going on? Baseball Bo. That was huge. So Nance is going to come in as our closer today. Varsho going to golf this one. It's going to be foul. Look at the wild card. The Giants is one game back. One game back. Let's go. Let me check out those wild card standings. Giants are just back. Varsho going to hook this one foul yet again. Yet again. And it's a good thing Bo hit that home run because the Red Sox are now up 5-3 over the Guardians. So very, very important game for the Blue Jays right now. Right behind Cincinnati. This is going to be outside. And the Giants, of course, taking on the Rockies a little bit later on this afternoon. What a monster home run. Doesn't come at a better time. Bo Bassitt. Thank you, sir. Now, the game's not over yet. Varsho hits this one. This is out of here. Darton Varsho says, hey, Bo, if you can do it, I can do it too. The Blue Jays go yard back-to-back jacks. And it's 4-2 Blue Jays. Oh, yeah. That was huge. 388 feet. Varsho sends it yard. Wow. Go Jays, go. Go Jays, go. That's the stuff. He's going to put that jacket on. High fives all around. And the Blue Jays exploding for offense here in the 9th inning. They put up 3, and that's going to bring up Kirk. Come on, Kirk. Can we make it 3 for 3? Bo Bassitt's average, by the way, jumps up to 310. Unbelievable. Now there's a $500 million player. Not to no-show. Give me money, Vladdy. Now you give Vladdy all the money. How are you going to sign Bo? That's true, Vito. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting what they're going to do with Bo. 2 outstanding players in Guerrero and Bassitt. But Bo Bassitt is having the season of all seasons right now. Leading the majors in hits, leading the majors in doubles. Up there in the top. What does that put him up to? He's now, so 310 his average goes to. Do I still have that other window open? I do not. So he's got to be in the top 2. Top 2 in average. Unreal. Kirk is in the hole. 0 for 1. Still nobody out here, by the way. What a 9th inning. Kirk is going to chop this one a short. He will be the first out. They're going to sign and trade. Do you think they're going to sign and trade? I hope not. Jordan, what's going on? Do you think Bo stays with Toronto for the future? I hope so, Jordan. I really hope so. You know, it's so hard in today's day and age to predict what these guys are going to do. There is very little loyalty in sports anymore. Not like there used to be. And there it is. Pagan is going to be done. The Reds going to make a pitching change. He gives up a couple of home runs. And as Luke's comes up, they're going to pull him out. We got a little commercial break in progress. He'll get a big he'll definitely get a big contract, a huge contract. But it's so hard, you know. You see this often, you know, when you only have a couple of guys, and the Blue Jays have a lot of bright talent, right? It would be very, very hard to see this team without Bo. The commercial with Vito, that's funny. Now, let's see. Let me take a look. I want to check out something here real quickly. So 3 years, current contract, $33.6 million. It's going to be, he's going to have to sign. I'm trying to see if there's some comparables. So Bo Bassitt making about 17 million this year. They're paying 11.2 in luxury tax. So yeah, what are they going to do with Bo? What kind of contract are they going to find him for? This 3 year, you know, on average 11.2 million plus a 3.2 signing bonus. Now, obviously, this year alone, he's making about 17.6. The average works out to 11.2 because in the first year he was making about 4 million. So he's almost a 17.6 this year. Yeah, what are they going to do with that contract situation? We will have to find out. So Zaluda is going to come in here now. 5.06 ERA. First pitch in there for a strike. 4-2 Blue Jays. Only one out on the board. Bo knows signing bonuses. Yeah, Morgan. It's all about the signing bonus. Lucas here takes a pitch outside. Count's going to even up to 1-1. 1-1 it is. Excuse me. Looks like there's 2 minutes left in the first half. The Argos and Ticats. Ticats able to score a touchdown. It's 15-13. And Lucas is going to fly out. He'll be out number 2. Pizza, wings, homemade Caesar salad, and drinks for dinner. JDA. I'll be there later. That sounds delicious. Of course, if you've been watching any of the live streams from Halloween Haunt, in the Five Nights for Freddy's Pizzeria, they have a slice of pizza covered in spaghetti and meatballs, which looks absolutely delicious. That's something I want to try. Ernie Clement is here. He's 0 for 3 today. He's up with 2 outs on the board. Takes this one in for a strike. 1-1 as the count evens it up. Ernie hasn't had a great day. A lot of Blue Jay players haven't had a great day, but they've been finding ways. This one down low. 2 balls and a strike. All dominoes. I haven't had dominoes in so long. It's pretty good. 4-2 is the count, or is the score. Swinging a foul this one. No, it stays fair. I thought it was going to roll foul. Stays in there. He can't beat it out. And the Blue Jays are done. We go to the bottom of inning number 9. Tommy Nance is going to come in to try and close it off as we have Hayes, Trevino, and McLean. The Blue Jays take a 2-run lead to the bottom of the 9th inning. What is this going to be? You got the handmade pan. Oh, the pan pizza is the best. The absolute best. Oh, thank you, Jordan, hitting that subscribe for us. Welcome to the crew. Appreciate you. We are moving right along. Oh, my goodness. Danger, danger, danger when the closers come in. At least it's not Hoffman. Oh, my gosh. If it was Hoffman, I'd lose my mind. We actually tried, talking about pizza, we tried a great pizza place the other day up north. Well, it was more than the other day, but it was a little while ago. It was, what was it? New Orleans pizza? Was that what it was? New Orleans pizza, I believe it was called. It was delicious. Very, very good pizza. Quite enjoyed it. Have to do that again. Blue Jays, you have this. Do it for the pizza and burgers in Canada. Who is coming in the club for the Blue Jays? Oh, going to the Cubs. I'm confused, Bob. Yeah, Dallas, I was pleasantly surprised. Usually when we head up there, we go to Godfather's Pizza, which is pretty good. But I quite enjoyed it. Their chicken wasn't as good as Godfather's, but their pizza was really good. I would definitely do it again. Yes, it would have to be New Orleans if you enjoyed it. Would you like to see Skeens in Toronto? He was impressive. He was very, very impressive. The game we saw that he pitched in, I absolutely would like to see him here. He definitely is a pitcher that is good to have. All right, Tommy Nance comes in 19 games this year. He's got a .82 ERA, 10.2 strikeouts per 9 innings. Nance, this game is in your hands. Let's see what Nance is going to do. Here we go. Nance versus Hayes. First pitch. 90 miles an hour is going to be up high. Ball one. Hayes is 2 for 3 today. Double, reached on an error, single, 2 RBIs. Not a bad afternoon for Hayes. Very expensive, though. Everything's expensive these days. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. We picked up Harvey's today for lunch because it's been a long time, and I almost fell over when I saw how much it cost. Even the old cheap fast food is not so cheap anymore. Here's a 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2, nice pitch. Blue Jays got a shot at the door. And then once this game is over, we will take you. It'll be halftime, but we'll make our way over to the Argos and Ticats. Jeremy, what's going on? What do you think? I think it's a good pickup. A good utility guy, definitely a good pickup. Good to have around. I'm interested, Jeremy, to see how they're going to use him. This is going to be fouled back. Put your channel. Oh, thank you, B Disney. I appreciate that. Nance throwing the ball quite well here. B Disney, I couldn't remember if I had sent one before or not, so I wanted to make sure to toss one in for you. Better off just buying a steak for 20. You're so true. You are so true. It's funny because we actually, the cost of food these days, you're right. This pitch is going to be put into play. That's a base hit. The 2-2 pitch. And we got one on as Hayes gets it done. When I get pulled over, they arrested me. Yannick, I was going to say, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. Dallas, I've been looking for some good crock pot soup recipes. I'm a big soup guy. And I've been so bad, so lazy, and so busy over lazy. So busy that I just haven't found a good some soup recipes that I want to get the slow cooker going. All right, we got a pitch hitter here. Andujar coming in. No outs, 1 on. The tying run at the plate. The Reds gonna foul this one back. First pitch. Set it and forget it. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I want to get some good pasta fajoule recipes, some good minestrone recipes. I had Godfather's, we used to have one, and a Mother's Pizza. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love Godfather's best panzerotto, hands down. So good. This is going to be foul back. 0-2. Hey, what's up, Erica? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good weekend before kiddies go back to school. All right, let's go. 0-2. Come on, Nance. Come on, Nance. Here's the pitch. Swing, and this is going to be popped up in his center, or over to Bo at shortstop. He's going to make this catch. And there it is, 1 down. 1 down, 1 on. Oh boy, it's going to end up 4-3. You're calling it now. Saros is checking that Back to the Future Sports Almanac to see how this game ends up. Let's go. Dangerous is double play, get her done. Nance is set up. Here comes McLean. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch curls outside. Great movement there. Whew, that ball was dancing. McLean did walk in the 5th inning. That was his big highlight. Dream about food. Me too. Here's the pitch. Misses high. 2-0. I got my little pack of Glosette peanuts sitting in the kitchen. It's going to be my afternoon snack. I'll have to maybe run over before we go live. What happened to Hoffman? Hoffman sucks. Plain and simply, Hoffman has not been good his last few outings. So they decided they want to change things around, give Nance a chance. RK, what's going on? Bring as much luck to the Leafs as you have the Jays. Start planning the parade. Net Wealth, what's going on? Need your parlay to hit. What do you need for your parlay? Here's the 2-1, swinging to put this into right field. There's another base hit. So the tying run is aboard. Yikes, we go to the top of the lineup. McLean comes through again with another single. We got 2 on, 2 outs, and here comes Schneider. He gives a little wink and a gun. It wasn't really a wink, but he gives a little signal over. I think we're going to get a pitching change. Oh, no, you did not just say that. You did not just say that. Oh, we're done. Let me make sure this is correct. Is this really? We're getting Brian Little. We're getting Brian Little. Did I really just see that correct? Maybe that was a miss. Maybe that was a miss. I really hope that's not Little coming into the game. I was telling people it was nuts. Oh boy. Oh, it is. Brandon Little. Little coming into this game. We talked about the 2 pitchers that gives us nightmares. Little and Hoffman are those 2 pitchers. Oh boy. Why? Of all the pitchers in the pen, why are you going with Little? Tate, you put Lauer in as a reliever. Bring Lauer and bring Dominguez and bring anybody. Not Little. With 2 on and only 1 out, we got Little coming in. Little brings a lot of trouble. This is the last leg. Oh, it's the last leg. All right, Net Wealth. Hopefully we can get this one done for you. There's just something about Aquafaba. The Terminator loved the commercials. That's funny, Morgan. Have you ever had Japanese soda with I have not, Onyx. You'll have to tell me more about this because I'm all about the soda right now, which is so bad because I went like a year and a half without having soda. And I'm back on the wagon. But I do want to give a shout out to our friends. I can't reach it. Our good friends, the Dirty Soda Girls. If you haven't had a dirty soda, it's something you gotta try. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. 1 play, double play. Hopefully that is the call. Little comes in here with a 3.07 ERA, and I can't watch. I can't watch. Let's hope it's a 1 play, 1 pitch, double play. Reds have 2 on. Here's the pitch. Just misses. Strike 1. That was close. That was borderline. Friedel has 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Little is looking. 2 on, 1 out. Double play ball would end it. Here's the pitch. Misses low. 2-0. Oh, come on. Come on. That's right. Hockey's starting soon. I don't remember that, Onyx. I remember the replacements. Wasn't that also Keanu Reeves? All right. 2-0. Drops it. Oh, this is hit hard down the right field line. This is in the corner. It's off the wall. This is trouble. 1 run is going to score. Here's the throw in. It's cut off. They bobble it, and a 2nd run scores. And Little blows it again. It's a tie game, 4-4. Schneider, what is your problem? Little, with 3 pitches, ties the game. Did anybody not see this coming? Oh, Brandon Little does it again. Schneider is why they're not going to win the penalty. Oh, soda floats, I feel like they used to be called. Yeah, oh, the floats are so good. And Schneider, challenging if this is a live ball. What? What? Challenging that it's a live ball? Oh, a lodged ball. Let's see. This definitely goes in the corner, and it does. The ball gets wedged in between the padding, and Lucas has to pull it out of the padding. So it is a lodged ball. There's a rule against lodged balls. I was unaware of my limited baseball knowledge. So it gets lodged in the padding in the right field wall, and then it's bobbled as it's thrown in. So they're going to send McLean back? What is the call going to be? This is kind of a prayer from Schneider. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Hitting that subscribe. So, okay, so they're overturning this play. They're sending the runner back to third base. It's a lodged ball. I mean, the ball was stuck in the padding. It's a lodged ball. So the runner has to stop at third. So the runner moves back, so it's going to be 4-3 now. So 4-3, they take a runner from Cincy off the board. Now Pete Walker comes out to talk to Little. Everybody comes in. The entire infield is in. Wow. So it's a 1-run lead. There's 1 out on the board. There's runner at second and third. Yeah, Mega, 4-3 now. This is bonker baseball right now. Bonker baseball. So listen, at least they get the call of the lodged ball. But yikes. I mean, interesting. On the angle at the third degree they're going to get now. Somebody going to get it. Let's see. All right. Little is still in here. 2 on, 1 out. They scored 1. Here's the pitch. This is going to be fouled off his foot. Marti coming up here. 0-1. Oh, my goodness. Marti is 0-for-4 today. 3 strikeouts and a ground out. Let's get another strikeout here. Come on, Little. My goodness. 0-for-1. 1 out. Checking the runner. Here's the pitch outside. Good framing for Kirk. Tried to bring it in. Just could not. 1-1, going to even it up. Holy smoke. He is garbage. He's so bad, Vito. So bad. And listen, I really shouldn't complain because I'm not a major league pitcher. And it's hard to say a major league pitcher is bad, but he's bad. This is going to be foul back. Based off the major league comparisons, he's bad. It is what it is. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, everybody. Lots of folks coming in to join us for the conclusion of this game. We're going to see how this one plays out. Make sure you do hit the like buttons, hit those follows, hit those subscribes. Keep her rolling. Immediately concluding this game, we're going to switch over to the Labor Day Classic between the Toronto Argonauts and the Hamilton Tiger Cats, just currently at halftime. So we'll pick it up for the second half of that one. This one down in the dirt. 2-2. Holy smokes. This is wild game right now. The Blue Jays were down 2-0 until the 7th when they scored 1. In the 9th, they scored 3 to take the lead. Here's the 2-2, goes low. Full count, 3-2. 3-2. And you know what? If they walk him, it's okay. If they walk him, it's all right. It loads the bases, yes, but it gives him a chance for a double play ball. So Marti is 0 for 4 today. Brian Little, his nerves are shaking him. 3-2, 1 out. Here's the knuckle curve. It's going to be hit and play, and it's through. It's going to score 1. Here comes the game-winning run. The score to Kirk. Safe, safe, safe. Cincinnati wins it 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Little blows it again. Oh, my goodness. The Cincinnati Reds put up 3 in the bottom of the 9th to take this one on a day when the Boston Red Sox are up 6-3 over the Guardians. The Blue Jays needed a win, and they blow it. Little blows a 2-run lead, and this game is done. The Reds take this one home. Oh, wow. Well, listen, tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is a big, big game with the Red Sox and the Yankees both playing tomorrow. They will need to pick up a big win. The throw was here. Kirk tried to apply the tag, couldn't get this over. The bullpen blows another one. Although I guess the Blue Jays were losing before they made the pull the starter, but my goodness. Every team we face in the playoff plan is to keep it 2 runs or less. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. This game is done. The Blue Jays cannot close the door. It's very, very unfortunate. Idiot Schneider. Schneider was not a good look. You bring in Little and Hoffman, the 2 pitchers that have blown more games for the Blue Jays than anybody else. The Blue Jays, they get 4 runs on 8 hits. They did have an error. Cincinnati, 5 runs on 11 hits. Just not good. The winning pitcher. Oh man, I can't believe it. Like, I'm just so frustrated. The winning pitcher is going to be Zaluda. His first win. Little takes the loss, goes to 4-2. This was absolutely wild. We're going to teleport you over to the Argonauts and the Ticats. It is going to be halftime, and we're going to get things ready. Give me about 5 minutes to get things set up. We'll see you all again real soon. Thanks for watching. If you're not going to join us over for the Argonauts and Ticats, we'll see you tomorrow right here. Maddie, it was a big joke. Not a good finish. But if you're not going to stick around for the Argos and Ticats, join us tomorrow night for game 2 of these Blue Jays and the Reds. We'll see you over there momentarily. From all of us here, we say thank you. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you shortly. Goodbye, everybody.